the tail. We're above only and not beneath. I thank you, God, that you've always causes us to triumph. That's what your word says. In this life we will have trouble, but Father, you will always cause us to triumph. So we thank you for the victory in every area of our lives. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen.
All right, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be faith walking,
love talking,
enjoy living
on Get Up Mornings. Bye, everybody.
Love you, mama.
Bye, Lily.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-8941. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at tra.com or call
800-575-8941. That's 800-575-8941.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for...
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow. You sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
We got out of Washington State, and I think a week after, state went on lockdown for COVID.
So then when we transitioned to Texas, it was very much so like, what are we going to do now?
Operation Homefront has allowed our family to make something of ourselves again in the world after the military.
It's completely changed the way our life is. It took us from a hopeless situation, and now we're homeowners. We have a savings account. I'm the first one to own a home out of my siblings.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and to get involved today at ymca.org for a better us.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force, and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is, my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Scammers often try to dupe veterans to steal the VA benefits they've earned. Scammers may try to obtain sensitive information or collect payments over the phone, offer to move assets in order to qualify for pension, insist benefits may be sent directly to a friend or caregiver, or promise to manage benefits or file a claim for you. VA will never charge you for processing a claim, and only VA can determine eligibility. To report suspicious activity, visit va.gov/OIG/hotline.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Police are investigating the Tuesday night shooting of an 11-year-old boy in East Price Hill. The shooting happened at a location on Warsaw Avenue, with reports saying the boy sustained serious injuries. No arrests have been reported. The parents of a Springfield Township girl found to be emaciated and severely malnourished are pleading guilty to charges. The girl was 20 months old, covered in bed sores, and weighed just 13 pounds when she was admitted to the hospital in November of last year. Stephanie Woods and Cody Mercer have pled guilty to charges of child endangering and will be sentenced at a later date. Suspects have been arrested and charges have been filed after a teen was fatally shot early Tuesday in Cincinnati. 19-year-old Harry Nelson was found shot to death yesterday at a location on Brookline Avenue. 3 suspects, Kevin Couch, Matthew Napier, and Caden Moore, have each been taken into custody on charges including robbery and murder. The Reds were shut out at home by the Cardinals last night, 3-0. They take them on again today. First pitch at 6:40. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
The Lincoln Ware Show is on.
In 3, 2, 1.
Now.
Right now.
Than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky, it's a bird.
It's a plane.
Lincoln, Bobingan, Bonana, Pineapple, Bingan, Fee, Fine, Momingan, Lincoln.
They say this cat Lincoln is a bad mother. I'm just talking about Lincoln.
Good
morning, Cincinnati. Welcome to 1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station, the Lincoln Ware Show, till 1 o'clock this afternoon. It is Wednesday. Yes, it is. First day of school for Cincinnati Public. And, boy, I was there at 7:30. Well, I was there before 7:30. School starts at 7:30. Of course, you know, when you're there on time, you're late when it comes to Marines. Yeah, so I was there maybe a quarter after 7, and we got in line and we greeted all the kids coming to school. Yeah, with high fives. They had the DJ out there. The superintendent was there. This is my 3rd year in a row that I have met the superintendent at her pick for whatever school she wants to open up the year. So we were at the Hayes Porter, right down in the West End. And all the teachers were nice, welcoming back the students. The students seemed, you know, those when they're that young, you know, that seem like their future is so bright. They just have a bright future. They're smiling. Well, not 100% of them were happy and smiling. There were some sleepyheads there that probably still think it's summertime, you know, and they were just dragging in, barely, mouth poked out, you know. And then there was some parents who brought their kids to school late. The first day, how y'all late on the first day? How you late on the first day? Come on. Come on, folks. We got to do better than that. We got to do better. But it was a great morning, and the students were all happy and giving high fives, and the teachers and the superintendent and me and others were out there giving them high fives, and they're ready to start the school year. Had some nice backpacks, too, you know, and had their hair all done, and the little girls had their hair done, ribbons in their hair, and all kind of stuff, you know, the braids and all of this stuff. So everybody's happy, and a lot of them hug. You know, I guess they had their teachers last year, and they hugged them, you know, when they were walking through the line, like, oh, I'm glad to see you, you know, and the whole bit. So, and then I reflected back to the 50s when I went to school my first day. I was choked up. You know how you get choked up? I wanted to cry, but, you know, I didn't. And I walked up the steps of Washburn, and that was the beginning right there. 1955. I remember it just like it was yesterday. 1955. Kindergarten. Can you believe it? I don't even think Sharon was born then. She was born in 56. Oh, boy. I was already in the 1st grade when she was born. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Well, no, I was ending my kindergarten year when she was born in April, so I was getting ready to go into the 1st grade, and she was just a tiny, tiny little thing there. How about that? All right. 11-year-old boy seriously injured after he was shot in East Price Hill on Tuesday night. 11 years old. It seemed like 11 is some type of unlucky number for kids getting shot in this town. How many 11-year-olds have been shot over the past few years? We had a young lady, 11. We had a kid down in on Lynn Street shot. I think he was 11. And, man, why are they killing these 11-year-old kids? This kid is not dead, but he's seriously injured. Happened at the 3700 block of Warsaw. Unbelievable. And then the shooting up there in Clifton the other night, these were white guys. When you hear shooting in the inner city, everybody always think, oh, it's black guys doing. These were white guys doing the shooting up in the Clifton area. Yeah. So, geez, they arrested 3 of them, charged them with murder. Yeah. All right. Now everybody's talking about Melania has been missing in action. Maybe she's sharing a room at the nursing home with Mitch McConnell. I don't know. She might be sharing it. She hasn't been seen. Mitch McConnell hasn't been seen. But I think it's been about a month for Melania since she's been seen out in public. And I think she's supposed to come out in public on the 20th, I think. Maybe tomorrow she's supposed to do something at the White House. We'll see. But they say she's a little jealous and a little upset of this lady named Natalie Harp, who has been at Trump's side with every move. Let's hear what the reporters have to say about that.
Well, first, Mr. Ware, of course, John Ossoff.
Yes.
He puts it out there, but here's how it went down.
He doesn't want to do the job. He wants to build his ballroom and travel with Natalie on their apparently defenseless flying palace gifted by the Emir of Qatar.
John Ossoff said you'd rather travel with your aide, Natalie Harp, and build the ballroom than do your job as president. What is your response, John Ossoff?
You mean Pee Wee Herman? Pee Wee Herman lookalike? No, I would much rather do other things. We're building a great facility here. We're fixing a White House that hasn't been taken care of. You can look at this. This room was a disgraceful situation, the Oval Office, and it was let go. The whole building, the White House, was let go. The exteriors were falling apart. The columns were falling apart. The whole place was a mess. In addition, they've been trying to get a ballroom for the last 150 years.
I didn't hear any denials.
Right, he kept talking, rambling on, and never did answer the question about Natalie Harp. Unbelievable. Yeah, he loves those blind women, too, you know. He's got a thing for blinds. I don't know. Four cars that plunged into the Mill Creek and left 4 people dead. Well, now the city is planning to change that dead end there. Yes. An inquiry review of the state crash data found at least 5 crashes at the dead end since 2021. In 4 cases, vehicles went into the creek. In another, the driver struck the guardrail, but his car stopped short of the water. Crashes have been have had renewed scrutiny of the roadway and prompted city officials to consider additional safety measures. Yeah, man, I didn't know they had that many. Yeah. 5 crashes there. 4 of them ended up in the Mill Creek. Man. And now they're finally going to do something. Okay. It took somebody to die before they decided to do something. Man. The man who was killed by police the other day, Timothy Cromwell, well, apparently he had held women against their will before. This wasn't his first rodeo of kidnapping somebody. Yeah. So, geez. I'm anxious to see what the final results of that shooting will be. I'm sure the Cincinnati police are looking at it, as well as the Citizens Complaint Authority. Yes. So we'll have to wait and see. Angie Nixon, who is now nominated to run for Senate out of Florida. Yeah. She defeated Alex Vindman. And she's a progressive. These progressives, they're kicking butt. They're kicking butt. Kicking butt. Today would be the 19th, would have been the 19th birthday for Nolan Wells. He would have been 19 today. And he did not live long enough to reach that age of 19. Man. And he had his future ahead of him, and he didn't quite make it. What a shame. What a tragedy. Man. But these progressives are really making some noise. Man. Jeez. I never thought Angie Nixon would beat Vindman. But she got the nomination, and she moves on. She moves on. Unbelievable. A few other things here. Cincinnati children's in trouble. HHS says Cincinnati children's providers accusing the Cincinnati hospitals and healthcare providers, including several in Ohio, of millions of dollars in insurance fraud by pushing transgender youth care services on patients to line their own pockets. Pushing them to get the operations, to finish their transgender, I guess, I don't know, what do you want to call it? But they line their, I guess these operations cost a lot of money, and these healthcare providers were pushing it to line their pockets. Yeah. The Health and Human Services report that, there's evidence that roughly $60 million in total insurance fraud by medical professionals nationwide between 2015 and 2025 across hundreds of hospitals. Yeah. So Children's wasn't the only one. Nationwide Children's Hospital in Columbus, Akron Children's Hospital, and Dayton's Children's Hospital, all named in the report, as well as Cincinnati Children's, all named in that report. So everybody apparently was getting rich. Of course, these are accusations. I don't think anybody's been charged with anything as of yet. As of yet. All right. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back. We've got the prosecutor coming in later on. You folks on YouTube, if you got any questions you would like for me to ask the prosecutor, questions that she can answer, because she can't really comment on a lot of cases that are ongoing. So anything that she can answer, if you would like for me to ask, just put it on YouTube and in the chat, and we'll try to make sure we get those questions to the prosecutor. Yes. So you won't say that I'm blocking or I'm asking the soft questions. If you're one of those people, then give me a question to ask her that you probably don't think is soft, that she can answer. Y'all ask the questions, but they can't answer. That's the thing. So if you got something, give it to me, and we'll take care of it. Howie Mandel. Okay. You know Howie Mandel. He's on America's Got Talent, and he's one of these germaphobe guys. You know, he doesn't shake hands. He does the fist bump, and he sticks to it. He's not like me, sometimey. I try to stick to it, but I'd stick my fist out there, and they grab the fist and start shaking my fist. You know? I try to have some. If I have coffee in my right hand, then I won't have to shake their hand. So if I'm somewhere and I have coffee, I'll keep the coffee in my. But some people will grab the coffee cup, I'm telling you, and try to shake with the coffee cup. I'm telling you, it happens. Howie Mandel, he admitted to paying for a sexual massage parlor. During the time he's still married. He's been married for like 48 years, but he says he goes to this massage parlor and they ask for the special, and he pays for the special. And see, now, when I was like 20 years old, fresh in the Marine Corps, we went to Yokosuka, Japan. And hey, Japanese massage, hey, that looks pretty good. I think I'll get. And I knew nothing about what the special was. So she asked me, "What you want the special?" I thought maybe they extended the time they were massaging you. When she said, "You want the special?" I'm like, "Yeah, how much is it?" She said, $10. This was in 1970, folks. $10. Okay. So
$500 today's money.
So little did I know what the special was, but I found out real quick. what the special was. So I could sympathize with Howie Mandel, but he knew what the special was. Unlike me, 20-year-old, never been out of the country before. I'm in Japan on a table, and a Japanese woman is over me. You know what I mean? And she said, special? Okay, yeah, give me that special. $10. Boom, there you go. And boom, that was the special. When I said, okay, so this is a special. I thought it meant just a longer massage. But what can I say? Unbelievable.
And how many seconds and thirds did you come back for?
No, we never did go back there. And I was just 20 years old. I wasn't married, all you folks out there trying to add the years up. I had just joined the Marine Corps. And on my first voyage on the USS Midway. And I was just exploring the world, Unbelievable.
Ah, back again, Mr. Ware.
No. But from then on, I knew what the special was, so I never asked for it anymore. Huh? Okay. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. It's the Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to you?
Yeah, I've heard of the special from my military friends. Oh, boy. Who was that? D? Okay. They love you long time. I didn't even know what a happy ending was. I never had heard that term. They never mentioned a happy ending. I didn't know what that was until later in life. But, okay. Jerica said, please ask your watchers, listeners, to like and share. Okay, everybody, please like and share. Thank you very much.
I just got a text from Kevin Aldridge. He said, back again, Mr. Ware.
What he said? Oh. Back again.
My man, Kevin.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I tell you. I just like to start the day off putting a smile on your face. That's all. Y'all like to hear stuff like that. I like to start the day off with a nice story. When I saw the Howie Mandel, I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, okay, Howie. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Howie Mandel. And look, he did this. His daughter, he was on the podcast that his daughter is the host on, and she was the one interviewing him. His daughter. She couldn't believe. She said, "You were actively married?"
Detective Tiffany Green missed everything you said.
Oh, boy.
So I had to give her the rundown, Mr. Ware.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And I can't wait what she had to say.
I don't even want to hear what she has to say. I do not want to hear from Tiffany Green.
She might be an adult about it and just ignore it, but, or maybe not. I don't know. It took me a while to stop laughing before I was able to talk to her, though. I kept laughing.
Oh, boy. Assalamu alaikum, Brother James Muhammad.
There's a guy that definitely does not know what a special is.
Oh, James Muhammad? No.
Yeah.
A special is whipped cream on the bean pie. Whipped cream on the... You want special? Okay, yes. Put whipped cream on the bean pie, and there you go.
Y'all sell bean pies down
here? $5 extra. Yes.
Or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
If you need to talk about it, we're here.
Get on up. Everybody.
1230 AM WDBZ, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, the buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you till 1 o'clock this afternoon. Down at Hayes Elementary this morning for the beginning of the school year. And the DJ down there even gave me, I think the DJ was a teacher, but he gave me a little shout out down there today. And boy, I tell you, they were ready for the kids to get back in there. All right.
Mr. Ware, if I was down there, I would have had my belt out. Like, all right now.
Oh, gee.
All right. Y'all better be good this year.
Well, they all seem like good kids on the first day. They all seem like the best students ever. I mean, this was the first day. So, I don't know. Maybe by 12 o'clock today, there'll be a whole different crew there. I don't know. All right, let's go downtown to the Crime Stopper headquarters and check in with my good friend, Detective Tiffany Green. How are you today?
I'm good. Good morning, Lincoln. Happy hump day.
All right, it's here. It's here. Pretty soon you'll be planning your weekend.
I will.
All right.
Okay, Terrence.
I know it. He just won't listen, will he? Who are we looking for today?
Cincinnati Police District 1 is looking for James Richardson. Mr. Richardson is wanted for aggravated burglary, felony violation of protection order, 2 counts of misdemeanor domestic violence, 2 counts of misdemeanor violation of protection order, and misdemeanor criminal damaging, misdemeanor obstructing official business, and misdemeanor theft. Police say Mr. Richardson forced entry into the victim's residence and physically assaulted the victim and took the victim's phone and keys without the victim's consent. James Richardson is a black male. He's 62 years old. He's 5'9" and 160 pounds. James Richardson has an arrest history of assault, violation of protection order, and possession of drugs and theft, and was last known to live on Dudley Walk in the West End. The Hamilton County Sheriff's Office is looking for Adam Ramos. Mr. Ramos is wanted for felony duration of registration and felony sex offense. Adam Ramos is a white male. He's 46 years old. He's 5'2" and 132 pounds. Adam Ramos has an arrest history of felony duration of registration and was last known to live on West 8th Street and East Price Hill. Listeners, if anyone has information on where to find James Richardson or Adam Ramos, please call Crime Stoppers at 513-352-3040 or submit a tip online at crime-stoppers.us.
All right, 352-3040, night or day. There's cash for your clues. And how much money did you give out last month that you remember?
We gave a little under $5,000.
Okay, all right. The more people turn in, the more money you give. So, hey, keep those names coming. Keep those names coming. All right, we will talk to you tomorrow.
Talk to you tomorrow.
All right. That's Detective Tiffany Green, Crime Stoppers, 513-352-3040, night or day. And we might as well go ahead and take a break now, and then we'll come back and take your calls. 513-749-1230, The Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Bringing you the stories that go beyond the headlines. The Tavis Smiley Show.
All right. Who was it? Spaccavelli? Or somebody like that. Spaccavelli. We did, Dwight Cowles and Spaccavelli. That was one of the first stories I talked about this morning. The 11-year-old who was shot. That was the first story I talked about. You act like I never made mention of it. I did. Thank you very much. I think that's the first story I talked about, was the 11-year-old shot up there on Warsaw Avenue. Oh, boy. Jerica say you're such a creep.
What else does she say? She never speaks.
And, of course,
good of
Dwight Kyles, he follows everything she says.
Yeah. You know, if I depended on folks to encourage me, listen, I don't care. You can say it's all jokes. It's all jokes. We talk behind the scenes, Detective Green and I, about this stuff.
Yeah.
It's all jokes.
Yeah.
Jeez. Get over it.
Get a life. Get a life.
Nobody got angry when I said, back again, Mr. Ware. Nobody said, oh, Terrence, you're so immature. Nobody responded to that.
Oh, boy.
It's just jokes, people.
Oh, boy. I'm convinced Terrence only speaks to women while working. Oh, boy. He speaks to them at the grocery store all the time.
You know, it's funny you mentioned grocery store. I was standing in line, just like, Sandra Jones Mitchell, when she called and she reminded me yesterday, she said people recognize her voice.
Yeah.
And I was standing in line at the cashier, and I think somebody called me. It might have been you or somebody. Anyway, I was like, hello. And then this lady looked back at me like, I know this guy. She didn't know my face, but she just had to look like, I know him. And she even threw her hand up in the air like, I know this, like that. She threw her hand like, I know this guy, but I look at him, I don't know him.
You should have said, I'm Tom Joyner. I do that all the time. They say, oh, yeah, Tom Joyner. I listen to you every morning.
I'm the fly jock. I'll be flying to Japan. Yeah, real soon.
And then
That's
a good one, I
special.
get them on. They I know you. I said, people say I look like Lincoln Ware, but he looks a lot better than me.
Oh, boy.
They be trying to guess who you are. And I just say, Tom Joyner. Or people mistake me for Lincoln Ware. Yes. So you're supposed to walk around with your mouth poked out all the time, huh, Dwight Kyles? Never with a smile on your face. That'll make you get old real quick. Dee and Dwight. .30 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Don't forget, I've got tickets to the Flashback Funk Fest. going to take place at the Rose Music Center September 26th. And we'll have those tickets to give away all week long. And, of course, you'll get a chance to see Morris Day and the Time, the Ohio Players, the original Lakeside, and Confunction. Oh, yeah, it's all going down Saturday, September 26th at the Rose Music Center. So make sure you check it out. All right, let's go to Bill. Hey, Bill, good morning. How you doing today?
Doing fine. I want to send a shout-out to Melvin Marsh, Judge, who's retiring. See my mother, Reggie Brogdon. I went started her once about driving under suspension.
Okay, what are you talking to me? Do you have your mouth covered? You got a mask on or something?
No, I probably got my speaker on because I'm doing my laundry.
Oh, boy. Well, stop doing laundry, take it off speaker, and talk to me for another minute and a half, and then you can go back doing laundry.
I'll tell you what, I'll call back later.
Okay, thanks for your call. What?
I missed it. What happened?
He had me on speaker, and it was muffled or something, and I said, what are you doing? I'm folding clothes. I said, how about stop folding the clothes and take me off speaker and talk for another minute and a half, and you can go back to folding clothes. He said, I'll call you back later.
Oh, man. He's got more important things to do. Gotcha.
Why did he even call, if he's folding clothes? Unbelievable. Pharaoh, how you doing today?
Lincoln, I'm fine as frog here.
All right. As always.
Did you listen to your voicemail, Lincoln?
Which one? You sent me about 10 over the past week.
I sent one yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay, maybe I didn't hear that one. I have to go back and listen to that one to see what you said this time.
But, Lincoln, you haven't acted on any of them.
Oh, boy. All right.
But anyway, Lincoln, you know who I got a call from Monday evening?
Monday evening, the Cincinnati Recreation Commission.
That's right.
Okay.
You did on it, Lincoln. I got a call from Mr. Betts.
Oh,
that's director.
The director, man, I tell you, see, you get things in motion on this show. You had the director call you, and then what did he say?
He called me about 4:30 Monday evening.
Yes.
What he said, he told me what they say. So it wasn't him. See, I mean, I'm going to leave myself out of it.
Who is they?
Him.
Who is
what
they?
Say.
His workers, the people who work under him?
No, the people who are above him.
Oh, okay.
He paints the picture that he is the director, and the buck begins and ends with him. But really, he takes his orders, too.
Yeah.
He ain't nothing but the front man.
Well, he's under a little fire here lately.
But anyway,
they're trying to move in on the Recreation
Commission. He read me the letter,
Commission.
what they say.
Okay, what did they say?
That we appreciate me wanting to teach my class. But to make a long story short, it said that, they're not going to provide me a TV or DVD to show anything like that,
Okay.
And that we appreciate your interest in wanting to do a class, but we're not interested in having something like that done, so we're not going to provide you with A, B, and C.
Okay.
So I listened to him, but I said to myself, you closing the barn door after the cow has left. Because my deadline, remember, I told you, was July 31st.
Yes.
So when they didn't do it by July 31st, I just gave up on all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you called me Monday evening telling me, about them not going to do it, I just said,
So you're telling me because they had passed the deadline, if they told you they were going to do it, you still would have turned them down?
Right, because I needed time to advertise. I wouldn't have had the time. They would have put the rush jack on me, see, to advertise before the class started, see? So this is why I gave them the deadline, so I would have ample time to advertise for people to come to the class. But you're going to call me 2.5 weeks later, see, that puts a rush jack on me.
Oh, boy.
And my class will be starting, like the first week of September, see?
Yeah. Well, Pharaoh, I'm sorry they couldn't accommodate
you. When he didn't do it, I just canceled. So I just said to myself, well, that's a loss for the community. For me to educate African people in terms of who they are, your contributions, who the white man is, what he has done to us, what he is still doing to us, that we're not aware of. And it teaches all about our people and bring us up to current day and talk about what's happening in the world today from an African, Afrocentric perspective. You don't want to do that, so okay, fine. I know. All I try to do was educate the community for free. But your people, what they say, I know there's probably white folks who make up this commission that they put you as the front man and the scapegoat for, turn it down. So after I've done this for 22 years, Lincoln, for free.
Well, that's it's a different time now.
I know, a different time.
They've got remodeled. They fixed up everything differently.
People are becoming more aware. They want to know what time it is, see? But you don't want them to know. So he tried to paint himself as though he's just following orders. It's not his decision. So I asked him, will you kindly send me back my curriculum that he said he wanted to see, and as though the decision was his, but really you had to show it to the higher-ups who tell you what to do, see? And they told you what to tell me through their letter they gave you.
Oh,
see?
Boy. Well, let me tell you this. What
So
about the
he was telling me
library?
what they say.
What about the library, Pharaoh?
Well, I may could do that, but it would have to be next year.
Okay.
See?
Okay.
It would have to be
I just don't know why teaching somebody some type of history has to be put on a timeline.
Because why does UC start at a certain time? Why are they on a timeline?
Pharaoh, you're not UC. You're one guy.
I teach on the same curriculum that they do.
Well, you might have to make adjustments. You might have to make some
Tell
adjustments.
UC to make adjustments. Yeah,
Huh?
Tell any other university
Pharaoh, you
to
are
make
not
adjustments.
UC. You're one person that needs a video camera
did you hear what I just
and
said,
a
Lincoln?
TV
I
screen.
said I do it based on a schedule.
Yeah.
The course has to last 10 weeks. Like the first quarter lasts from September to November. We let out like maybe 2 or 3 days before Thanksgiving, okay?
Yeah.
And then we're out until January. Then we start the winter quarter. Now, if I don't do these 10 weeks, then and then we're already out for them, 5 or 6 weeks of December, and then we start the winter quarter in January 3rd, 4th, whatever. I'm on a schedule, Lincoln. If I put it off a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then we'll have to run all through the Thanksgiving time, and the center will be closed and everything. See? It throws the whole thing off.
So you'd rather people not know anything than to change your schedule?
No, to change the schedule of what I have it on.
Okay.
Why do you think why I couldn't start at the class in June? Why I couldn't start in June?
If I were in your shoes, I would start it whenever they would let me have the room.
I'm doing this for free, Lincoln. I'm not jumping through hoops.
Yeah.
Okay, now if it was paying me, I could do that.
They're not going to pay you for that, Pharaoh. Nobody's going to pay you to do that.
This is what I just said. They're not. If they were paying me, that's different. I'm doing this. I'm taking up my time. So I'm going to do it at my convenience.
So if they say,
I can afford to do it.
If they say, I'm going to pay you, Pharaoh, but I need you to start in September.
I start in December if they wanted me to. If they paying me, but I'm doing it for free, Lincoln.
Okay, all right. Pharaoh,
I've done it for 22 years for free. I'm on my time, my schedule, not on their time.
Okay, let's end it on their time. Okay, there you go. I'm just saying, Pharaoh, if you're not UC, and sometimes you might have to make adjustments to do things you want to do. So you don't really want to do this just because you're doing it for free. Everything's got all the stars have to line up with the galaxy. You know what I mean? All the stars have to be lined up there for you to do it for free. But if somebody's going to pay you, you'll start today if they're going to pay you, and you wouldn't care if they finished in 12 weeks instead of 10 weeks if they were paying you. See, I have a conflict there. That's something kind of not right with that. You should be willing to do it anytime somebody could accommodate you if you really want to do it. And it sounds like you want to do it if you'll do it for free, but you might have to make some adjustments in there because you're doing it for free. Oh, boy. I tell you, I feel like I just finished running 400 meters. Yeah. Let's go to Suitcase. Suitcase, didn't he call yesterday? Did I talk to
He called to talk to the guests.
Oh, you called to talk to the guests. Okay. All right. What's up, Suitcase?
Well, I want to talk about the governor race in Florida real quick.
Yeah.
The black guy that's running for governor, you know, he's been arrested for fraud, and he also been arrested for weed. And then once he got off those charges, he switched to he left FAMU to go to Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, he quit being a brother. Now he's on the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
You know,
what was his name? What's his name? I can't
Donaldson,
think.
Byron Donaldson.
Yeah, Byron Donalds. Yeah, Byron Donalds, I think it is. But yeah, he. I was shocked that he won down in Florida.
Man, he been running. He bought up all the spots on the TV. You can't even. Every commercial come on streaming is him.
Oh boy.
Yeah. He got a lot of money behind him because you know he's saying that you know he's trying to enforce Donald Trump stuff in Florida law. So he want to be. You know, he's letting everybody know that he's Donald Trump.
So you're gonna have. So let me get this straight. There's gonna be 2 blacks running for Senate in Florida.
I guess so.
Because Angie Nixon won, and she's a Democrat, and Byron won. He's a Republican. So I guess it's going to be 2 blacks running for Democrat in Florida, running for Senate in Florida.
Yeah, well,
as
you know,
I
Uncle Luke on the ticket too. So he District 20, but I don't think that the scores came in yet on his race.
So who are you voting for?
Man, I'm a Democrat, man.
Okay.
I vote Democrat all the way down the ticket unless it's an independent.
Okay.
I vote independent on that election. But I also wanted to say with the previous caller, he sounds like a victim, man. You know, because other times when he called into the show, he want to tell you about how much money he got in gold bars and stuff. I could have bought a TV and a projector and all that type of stuff on my dime if I really wanted to share the information.
Right.
And I just tell this story. When COVID happened, like me and my homeboy just wanted to hang out, man, you know, during COVID. Man, I went and bought a projector, and we sat out in my parking lot at the office, put up a projector. I went and bought a big speaker, a mixer, and we put out lunches and cooked out in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we social distance in the parking lot because we wanted to hang out, you know.
Why don't he could give somebody a couple of those gold coins and they would set him up on YouTube and he could do his show on YouTube.
Yeah, but he don't want to do that because he a victim, so he can't do like every other brother I know around here.
And he'd have more people.
Barbershop talk. They always got an issue why they can't do it.
He would probably have more people on YouTube if he would go that route. And he could do that from his house.
Yeah, but he ain't going to do that because they not on his schedule. He got to he going to say, well, I got to increase my internet connection. So it'll always be something on why he can't do it and fall short on that. And it's a shame that people call on the radio and they want to argue both sides of the coin. One time they want to tell you they got unlimited resources, then they want to tell you they're constrained by resources. But if you really wanted to do it, you will find a way. That's what my mama. I found my way to the club. You know what I'm saying? Every weekend without no money. I see girls find their way to the club every weekend when it's free before 11, and they ain't got no babysitter, nothing else. Everybody finds stuff to do when they want to do it.
Yes. All right. Suitcase, good talking to you.
All right.
Okay, that's Suitcase from Florida. He said, where there's a will, there's a way. Yes. D from Westwood, how are you?
How you doing, Lincoln?
Wait, D, hold on a second. Let me take a break first, and then we'll come back and talk to you right here on the Lincoln Ware Show, 1230, The Buzz.
Hey, y'all, what up? This your boy, Ricky Samadi. I want to drop you an invite to
Eleven-year-old boy seriously in serious condition. The 11-year-old. But the SWAT team shows up at the scene where the kid was shot. SWAT team showed up. They ordered somebody to come out of a building for hours there, but nobody ended up being in the building. The crew at Channel 9 said they counted at least 20 unmarked and marked vehicles responding to that scene. 20. What's the other? Oh, wait a minute. I think it's 11:30. They're coming. What's the other Trump we have? Okay. Oh yeah, the oh okay. Lincoln, they said that the house where the 11-year-old got shot is known for strange activity, whatever that means. I know something was going on for the SWAT team to show up and 20 marked and unmarked vehicles to show up. Something was going on. What did Jeff Wilson say? I missed that. What did Jeff Wilson say?
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download the Buzz app for your smartphone today. For details, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Don't forget, I've got tickets to give away sometime between now and 1 o'clock for the Flashback Funk Festival at the Rose Music Center. And you don't want to miss Morris Day and the Time, the Ohio Players, the original Lakeside, Confunction, and it's going to be a party. I'm telling you, Saturday, September 26th, the Rose Music Center, and your tickets are right here, waiting on you sometime between now and 1 o'clock. All right, let's go back to D from Westwood. Go ahead, D.
Hey, Lincoln, I just wanted to piggyback off that last caller. I've been listening to Pharaoh for years. When he calls you, he just makes excuses about, everything. The last, his call today, you know, he said everything will run until Thanksgiving. What Thanksgiving got to do with it?
Right.
You don't celebrate it anyway.
Right. There you go. I
So
forgot about
did you
that.
hear it? I think he mentioned Thanksgiving 2 or 3 times.
Yes, he did.
And I'm saying to myself, what does that got to do with anything? You don't celebrate it.
Yeah, well.
So what does Thanksgiving got to do?
Probably the whole class celebrates it, and nobody would be in the class. So, you know.
Well, he can do the Friday after.
Yeah.
And another thing, you know, last week he complained about that Africa was too much like America. So that's why he don't want to go.
That's why, yeah.
That's an excuse too, because not all of Africa is not like America. There's still tribes who still participate in their religion. You know, I know a couple of friends that said going on a safari is nothing like visiting the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've been there yourself. You know it's
oh yeah.
Right?
It's nothing like the zoo. Yeah, you see the animals out from behind the cages.
Yeah, it's a whole lot different. And, you know, I just think, and another thing, like that one caller said, why don't you just get your YouTube channel? Start your podcast.
Yeah, I don't think he
it's
knows
not
he can
hard to do.
Yeah, he could pay somebody a couple of gold coins that he has there, and they would fix him up. He could buy a camera and a microphone, and he could do all his teaching on YouTube 7 days a week if he wanted to.
And he's saying people are being held back from information. Man, you can find the greatest information today in this day and time on the internet.
Yes.
You can find all the information you need.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
So, that's what I had to say.
D, thanks for your call.
Uh-huh.
All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln Ware with you. And, yeah, there was a case where a kid was killed up in Winton Terrace. They had called 911, and I guess the 911 operator got it confused. She thought it was a shooting. And when you mention shooting, cops get there like right now, and a cop was speeding up, I think, SD or Win SD Avenue and hit and kill this kid. And they're saying they had the wrong, you know, if it had not been for, they're saying somebody was shot, he wouldn't have been traveling as fast as he was, and he wouldn't have, you know, would have been able to avoid hitting the kid. And so they're suing the city. Boy, the city's getting sued left and right. You got the fire chief suing. He gets to, and he's going to sue the city manager too. Yeah. And so I don't know how that situation is going to turn out. And people are saying, well, if that happens, if the city manager gets sued, she's going to turn on the mayor and say, he told me to fire him. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going to happen with that situation with Chief Washington and the Cincinnati Fire Department. What's going to happen with that situation? Man. All right, let's go to Vernon. Vernon, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
I'm hanging in there. What's up?
Didn't I tell you about a couple of months ago, nobody wanted to hear that crap that Pharaoh was talking about, even for free? I said that. And he said I have a sheepdog mentality. Well, it sounds like he's the sheepdog because he's afraid.
Oh, boy.
He can start his own channel and do what he wants to do. He doesn't have to come on your show.
Yeah.
He got all that money he can do. He can have the Pharaoh show all day, all night. He can sit there and around that window that all his money goes out of, you know, and talk about things. But the real reason I called was about Byron Donald.
Yes.
Now, people, I guess Suitcase just told you, that man took the hit for a bunch of Republicans that should have went to prison. And he took the conviction, and they opened up and made a spot for him. That's how he even got into politics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's just toting their tail. And I don't know if they're looking at what's going on with Ramaswamy, thinking that, you know, he's dark, so maybe he's got a shot in Florida. And I can never see Florida electing, anybody black to do anything down there.
Yeah. Well, see, but they're going to have to elect one of them, don't they? They are the people running for Senate, right?
Yeah.
The two blacks.
He is running. But Byron Donald, I think he's running for governor, though.
Is it governor? I thought he was running for the Senate. Okay.
The lady that came out of nowhere and destroyed that guy, she's running for Senate. He's trying to take what's the name?
Okay, the governor there. Yeah, I can't think of his name. But okay, that's who Donald's. Okay, so who's the Democrat running for governor?
That I do not know. That I do not know who's that Democrat down there. I do not know that person. Yeah, I just know Byron Donald for the fact that how they carved out a spot for him and made him a district the same way that he did for Marjorie Taylor, the Thing, and the little prostitute with the glasses. Mm-hmm. They made them districts that they could win so they could keep the dirt that they had on the Republicans. And all of this stuff's going to come out. I think there's another pedophile Republican that's just somewhere in Maine or something like that. So it's just crazy how it's still all this crap's going on with these Republicans.
Yeah, I know. It's Trump is he's going to have to scramble. He's going to have to do something that's going to turn things upside down between now and November. What's going to happen? I don't know. He's not going to call off the election, but he's going to do something that's going to shake this whole thing up, and I don't know what it is, but he's working on it right now.
Yeah, because he's going to have to do something to distract him. Now they're back to talking about his little girlfriend that he's got running around. You notice he only hires blonde. You can't be around work for Trump unless you're blonde.
Yeah.
And very skinny.
Yep.
So because he jumped on that reporter who asked him about her, and it is very creepy. Could you imagine if that was Obama?
Oh, man.
Running around with a 20-year-old? Oh.
That would be something.
Writing him love letters, telling him that he's great and everyone loves him and all that. It just goes to show hypocrites, racists, and bullies. That's the Republican Party.
Yep.
All right, brother. I'll talk to you later.
We'll see what happens. Thanks for your call. Yeah, something's going to happen. What's going to happen, I don't know. But Donald Trump is going to have to do something to shake up this election. What? I'm sure he's planning it now, whatever it is. Now he wants to set up a meeting with Kim Jong-un from North Korea. All of a sudden, he wants a meeting with Rocket Man. I don't know what that's about, but we'll see. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 a.m. WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
We now know the names of 4 people who lost their lives when a vehicle crashed into Mill Creek on Saturday. The victims have been identified as 21-year-old Keel Ivory, 22-year-old DeMarco Tapler, 18-year-old DeMonte Brady Jr., and 19-year-old Javay Thomas. One person, a woman, survived the accident. The crash remains under investigation. Suspects have been arrested and charges have been filed after a teen was fatally shot early Tuesday in Cincinnati. 19-year-old Harry Nelson was found shot to death yesterday at a location on Brookline Avenue. 3 suspects, Kevin Couch, Matthew Napier, and Caden Moore, have each been taken into custody and face charges, including robbery and murder. The parents of a Springfield Township girl found to be emaciated and severely malnourished are pleading guilty to charges. The girl was 20 months old, covered in bed sores, and weighed just 13 pounds when she was admitted to the hospital in November of last year. Stephanie Woods and Cody Mercer have pleaded guilty to charges of child endangering. They will be sentenced at a later date. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Don't leave us in the car. Take us with you. Go to your favorite app store, search WDBZ, and download the Buzz app today.
.1230 WDBZ. The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And let's find out if Trump is up to any shenanigans before the midterms come up, because the Republicans are not looking very good right now. Who is this who's asking the questions?
Well, he was asked about his relationship with Kim Jong-un.
Oh, okay,
and this is where he just goes off on this report.
Yes.
How do you respond to folks who say that you are prioritizing the interest of adversaries in North Korea over our longtime partners by scaling back these military exercises?
No, I'm making it much safer. You see, I'm actually making it much safer. Kim Jong-un has always treated me with great respect, and we met on numerous occasions, actually, 2 primary occasions, spoken and spent time. I understand him, he understands me. You're doing war games. I get along with him. You know, he didn't like Biden, he didn't like Obama, he didn't like anybody, but I get along with him very well. No, what I'm doing is making things safer. Just the opposite.
Did he ask you to scale back on those?
Quiet. You're very disrespectful in front of this young man. Okay? Don't you find her disrespectful? He understands. Quiet. Who are you with?
I'm with CNN.
Fake news. You're fake news. You're a loud, boisterous person. You're fake news. Be quiet. Be quiet. Be quiet. You're a fake reporter, and you report fake news. Go ahead.
Mr. President, is there enough food on the USS Lincoln?
Yeah, it is. That was a CNN fake report. The Lincoln has been out there for a period of time, good period of time, but over the years we've had them out there much longer.
No, they haven't been out there much longer. They set a record. Jeez. Oh, my goodness. This guy will lie until he can't lie anymore. Unbelievable. Then he attacks the reporters. Yeah. Where is the guy? Remember the guy that threw the shoe at who was that he threw the shoe at? I think he was the Iranian. No, he was from Iraq. He was Bush was doing a press conference in Iraq, and the guy took the shoe off and threw it at Bush, and he dodged. He dodged the shoe. Yes, somebody needs to throw a shoe at Donald Trump, and I don't think he could move as fast as Bush was moving. Oh, boy. Let's go to the car doctor. Car doctor, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I called to congratulate you.
On what? What have I done now?
You were down to my old school, but they hurt my feelings. They messed it up. You know, it's Porter Hayes.
Oh.
I graduated from that school.
Okay.
And Porter, she was an African-American lady. And I didn't find out that till after I graduated from high school in the 50s.
Okay. And Hayes was the president. They named that after the president?
That's
what?
right.
That's where the Hayes came from.
After the president, and it was an elementary school.
Well, you knew they were going to put the president ahead of the black woman. You knew that.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that terrible? We can't catch a break. You know,
well, would you feel better? What if it had been Obama Porter? Would you feel better?
Yes. Yes. Hey, he was a good man. He was a good president.
All right.
And they need to be after him. But you know, Trump's never going to do that.
Yeah.
Never.
No.
Never. But thank you for being down there at Porter Hayes. I graduated from that school in the 50s.
Okay, man.
In 7th grade when I was singing rock and roll with old WDBZ-AM.
Oh, boy. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
The kids were excited, and they were glad to be back for their first day of school. All right.
Right. And, you know, we never did have a policeman in the school. When you went to school, was there a policeman around?
I didn't see any uniform cops. They looked like they had somebody like security maybe, but I didn't see any uniform detail SRO cops around. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because, you know, because things are different now, but we didn't have that when we went to school.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
So thank you very, very much, man. You did a good job.
All right. Thanks for your call, car
right.
doctor. All right.
Bye-bye now.
That's the car doctor that attended Porter Hayes, we'll call it, instead of Hayes Porter. Okay. Porter Hayes. Yes. And there you have it. But it was great. The superintendent was all down there. She was all into it. She was even dancing a little bit, too, when the DJ was playing. They're not like us. Yes. She was dancing. Yeah. She wants to come in and co-host with me one day, Terrence Howard. So I told her she could come on in.
She can fill in for you one day.
Yeah. I mean, she went to school for, radio, TV, journalism. She went to school for this stuff. So, yeah, she could fill in.
Yep, she sure can.
All right, let's go to Lindsay. Lindsay, how you doing today?
Hey, good morning, Lincoln.
What's up?
I'm going to try to be real quick today. I'm not going to try to talk fast, and I'm not going to be passionate because I'm sick of people talking about an angry old man. I feel like you feel about Black Lion.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about Brett Beard. It pushes me to my highest sensitivity.
What to your highest what activity?
My sensitivity.
Okay.
Hey, I want to respond about something he said when Elwood Jones called and said that he thinks that inmates should be over kids.
Yeah.
All Mr. Jones was saying that he thinks that inmates should mentor over the kids. That's all he meant.
Yeah.
But you got the black-white man, Brent Beard, he going to put on a statement that he think inmates should be highly vetted, whatever vetted mean. I ain't look it up.
Well, I mean, but is there going to be somebody around when the inmates are around the kids? I think that's what he was mainly looking at. You couldn't just turn the kids over to the inmates and nobody watching what's going on. I think
can I finish, please?
Yeah. I mean, can I interact here with you?
What I just said, because you threw me off, I'm saying that being a mentor over the kids, man, that's all he was saying. You kind of threw me off. But damn, you threw me off, Lincoln.
Oh,
anyway.
Man. Well, I just can't let you just get on here and just sit back and let you ramble for 5 minutes and not say anything.
I'm saying you took my thought away because I was trying to make a point and I wasn't finished. But you finished it for me. Okay, the second thing is a group, the process group. Now, when Carrie Bloom came on here and they told you that all I needed was 12 chairs and a roll of toilet paper.
Yes.
Now, a process group, I was trained by the Navy, Lincoln. I'm a licensed counselor. I have a national provider identifier number as a licensed care health worker. You hear what I'm saying?
I hear.
So a process group I was trained by the Navy. A process group is set up with 12 chairs and a roll of toilet paper. And the roll of toilet paper sits in a chair that sits in the middle of the circle. And the chair is called a hot seat. Now, you have a process group is based upon, like, I got 12 kids. Say I'm at juvenile, I got 12 kids in the chair. First thing we do is we make up rules. I'm a facilitator. So I tell them what a process group is, and we make up the rule. One rule I have is no cross-talking. That means when someone is explaining their stuff and talking out their stuff, you can't interfere. And if you want to have a response, you have to wait till they get done, and you have to have permission to respond to what someone is saying. The purpose of a person sitting in the hot seat is that they're going to discover that all of that anger, that spontaneous hate, all of that stuff that's causing them pain, they're going to get tapped into it. How they going to get tapped into it? I'm a facilitate. I'm a navigate them because I use heartfelt words. It's like peeling an onion. I use heartfelt words to get to you, but I allow the peers to use those heartfelt words because I'm going to let you drive the car. I'm just going to tell you where to go. It was the Navy that broke me, Lincoln. I had over 50 years of addiction of criminal thinking and criminal behavior. It was the Navy that trained me to do the process group, but my punk ass just, okay, I got you, so let me get in the chair. Mm-hmm. So I got in the chair, in the hot seat. And I'm telling you, man, that lady, her name is Paula Ward. She was interrogator for the Navy for over 20 years. WOLD, Paula. She broke me, Lincoln. She got through them titanium steel walls, never done drugs, never been to the penitentiary, just Navy. She got through those titanium steel walls, because I always believe in my own survival mode. She is the one that brought clarity, not only to me, but it was other men that's been stuck so long believing that their way was the only way.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Good one. So the purpose of a process group is to get you to tap into your feelings and find clarity and learn how to love yourself. It doesn't happen in 2 days. It may take, if I had like 3 months, 3 times a week, I could work a process group. All right, have a good day,
okay,
brother.
Lindsay, thanks for your call. Okay. I don't know. I don't think CPS is interested in that, Lindsay. I don't know. Poll shows that Brown is ahead in Ohio in the Senate race, and the race for governor is very close. What do you think of Amy Acton's TV commercials? What do you think? She's reaching for your heartstrings. She's tugging on your heartstrings. Grew up living out of a tent and the whole bit. What do you think about that? But I'm glad to see that Sherrod Brown is ahead in the Senate race. I hope he can stay there and win that Senate race back. Win that Senate seat back. Husted, I've never liked Husted, even when he was the Secretary of State. Husted, to me, has always been a jerk. He's got that murky look on his face. I can't explain it, but he just has the strangest smile, and it just, oh boy, it just irritates me every time I see the guy. I don't know. All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. JB, Blade, and I think Bill is finished up folding his clothes, and now he's ready to talk. Let's take a break. 12:30, The Buzz.
What's happening, good people? It's your cousin Trip Fontaine, and this.
All righty. I know you can't be fooled with these polls. They'll get you every time. Jerk face is hilarious. Oh boy.
The pissativity.
Oh man.
Of Brent Beard.
Boy, that Brent Beard,
Man.
boy, he has a knack for getting under somebody's skin. Houston reminds Willa Smith of George Bush, the son. Tim Ryan is no Sherrod Brown. Pissativity must be one of those penitentiary made-up words.
Hey, he made a,
We had that one that sounds like James Muhammad, that we had a little track. It sounds like James Muhammad. It's one of the Wayne brothers, I think. And he was saying, I don't know those words he was using. They didn't make sense.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up.
Do we still have that? I don't know if we have that. Oh, okay, Daryl. Daryl said the ticket should be turned around. It should be David Pepper running for governor instead of Amy Acton. She should be the lieutenant governor.
Some people have a problem with women leaders, man. That's sad.
Yeah, yep. And Ohio is probably one of the main states.
I mean, you look at Hillary Clinton and you look at the ex-vice president Kamala Harris. They don't want women leaders.
Mm-hmm. Janet said, I just said that lady broke me, never went to prison. Neither of my adult kids never went to jail. So you're saying, yes. Oh, boy. Who was that? I forgot his name. Okay. Oh, yeah, Christian Bailey.
To my first meeting, the people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz, your official talk station.
It is official, you understand me?
.1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. You're in the market for a car. You need a car and maybe to get those kids back and forth to school on time every day. I did see some parents pulling up late. And maybe it was the car. Maybe the car wasn't working right. So if you want to get a car that's, going to work right, going to start up every morning when you go out there to start it up, you need to check out some of the cars out at Jeff Weiler Eastgate. I'm talking about the used car mega store. Oh, yeah. All makes and models, sizes, price ranges. They've got a price range for everybody's need. Whatever your budget is, they'll find a car that'll fit your budget, and they'll make sure you get financed. Oh, yeah. Guaranteed financing at Jeff Weiler. First-time buyer programs, they've got them all. You never purchased before, you need to see Jeff Weiler. Yeah. The friendly staff out there, hey, they're held to a high standard, and they're going to make sure everything is above board. And, hey, if you got a car you want to sell, hey, you can sell it at Jeff Weiler without any obligation to buy one. Yeah. It's a hassle-free process from the beginning to the end. It takes less than 30 minutes. If you got a car you want to sell, Jeff Weiler. So you need to get on out there. Let me give you the phone number. 513-943-5400. That's 513-943-5400. Call them today. I'll be out there a week from Saturday. A week from this coming Saturday, I'll be out there. I think it's the 29th I think that's the 29th, whatever the last Saturday of the month is. I will be at Jeff Weiler broadcasting live from noon until 2. So come on out there. Don't wait until then. Call them up, 513-943-5400, and you'll be good to go. The Jeff Weiler Used Car Mega Store. All right, let's go to Bill. Bill, did you finish folding up those clothes?
No, that's really in the drawer. And I apologize for having my phone on speaker. I couldn't switch off.
It sounds the same. It's still sounding the same. I don't know. You sound different. Do you have a different phone or something?
Yes, I have a different phone, but I'm not on speaker.
Okay.
I swear, I'm not.
Okay, it sounds horrible, but go ahead. What's on your mind?
Okay. What's on my mind is, where is the Rose Garden Bowl at? In Indianapolis?
No, it's in Dayton. It's in Dayton, the Rose Music Center. It's in Dayton.
Okay, well, I got a flyer when I was at the Andrew Brady Center with Morris Day and the Time.
Yeah.
The original Lakeside, and a group that does not live up to his name, Trouble Funk.
Oh, okay.
And I do not really care too much for Trouble Funk. I got burnt. I got a couple of their albums.
I don't know. Well, I don't have Trouble. Trouble Funk is not on my list to be there. Maybe they're one of the opening groups or something.
Yeah, but anyway, I want to send a shout out to Melba Mars. She knew my mother.
Oh, yeah?
I went before her at court for driving under suspension.
Oh, boy.
She was real lenient with me. I mean, She told me, she says, Bill, I know your mother, okay? And she speaks highly of you and everything. So hurry up and get your license back and all that. And I hope not to see you in front of me again. I'll be lenient. And I had my license back ever since.
Okay.
But I want to move along, man, with the fact that Donald Trump is real desperate. And he's liable to do anything.
He's going to do something. What? I don't know, but he's going to do something to shake up this the midterms that's coming up in November.
And I'm sure your nephew and all the rest of them Trump monkeys are going to support him and everything, praise him to the end and everything. But you know what? It's like this. 3 more years of him, and then, you know what? He's going to jail. Plain and simple. Those charges are not going to go away. They're going to come right back up. And I'm sure there are judges that want to put him away. But this 11-year-old kid that got shot, I tell you, man, it seems to be a trend with 11 and 13-year-old kids.
Yes, I know it.
Getting shot and everything, and I tell you, it's sickening.
Yes.
But I'm just going to stay up front as always. You know what? God can handle this. Terrence, you keep up the good work, bro, because you're doing your thing. And Mr. Ware, I do have my Sunday Soul Classic request in.
What is that? What was it? You called it in already?
Yes, I called it in 2 days ago.
Okay, and
I called it in Monday.
It's the time. What song? What song?
777-9311.
All right. That's one of my favorites.
Now, are you going to play this? Because I tell you, I was bored for a minute, man, because you weren't playing any of my requests. I requested Midnight Stars, Midas Touch. I didn't hear that.
I think they were coming, but I put them on too late, and the top of the hour came before your songs would pop up there, and it would automatically knock you out of the system. But I'll make sure I put it in there early enough to make sure it get played, Bill. All right?
And we need to work on getting 4 other acts in the Walk of Fame. 2 of them from Dayton, 2 of them from Cleveland. From Dayton, we got the original Lakeside, including Mark Wood and Slave. And in Cleveland, Levert and the Daz Band.
All right. Well, Cleveland is sort of, out of the realm for out of the area for the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. It's like the greater Cincinnati area, but Dayton covers it also. Dayton would be covered, but not Cleveland. The reason why the OJs got in was because one of their original singers was from Cincinnati.
Oh, really? Who?
Yeah. What's the guy's
Bobby
name?
Matthews?
I can't think of his name right now. But, yeah, and one of the original singers was from Cincinnati. That's how the OJs managed to slide in there. I got to run, Bill.
All right. Thank you for the time.
I will play your song, I promise you, on Sunday. Yes. Yeah, I think I was putting it in there a little too late, and it knocked a couple of his off. But Chico, he managed to get in there a couple. He was on there Sunday, Chico. Yeah. All right. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back. It's Lincoln Ware, 1230, The Buzz.
Lincoln Ware is on demand.
On demand.
That's right. Listen to the Lincoln Ware Show when you...
I just can't imagine Judge Melba Marsh working out. She just doesn't strike me as the type to work out. Pamela Scott says she used to work out with her at the gym when she lived in Cincinnati. When Pamela lived in Cincinnati. Yeah. I just can't picture Melba Marsh working out.
I'm not going to comment on that, Mr. Ware.
Oh, boy.
I mean, but if you think about it, the people that look like they should be working out, the ones that are out of shape, they should be the ones in the gym.
Yes, yes.
After you're done with your goals, that's when you're in your best shape.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I couldn't remember his name. Nathaniel Best. Yeah, that's his name. Thank you for that.
Who's peeking in the window there?
Oh, that's right. I got it.
Reeves celebrate the enduring legacy and music of jazz legend John Coltrane. One night only, September 10th at the Aronoff Center. Branford Marsalis and Diane Reeves celebrating the legendary John Coltrane. One night only, September 10th at the Aronoff. Tickets at CincinnatiArts.org and 513-621-ARTS.
Here's the deal. The government is over $38 trillion in debt, which means the IRS is not slowing down, and the tax code is complex and unforgiving. So it's not surprising if you're one of the millions of Americans that owe back taxes to the IRS. Unfortunately, they're the world's most powerful collection agency with the ability to garnish your wages, seize your bank accounts, and even take your home or business. But don't be stressed or worried any longer. We're Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. We have resolved over $3 billion in tax debt for our clients. Our award-winning professionals deal with the IRS every single day, fighting to protect our clients' assets and secure them the best possible deal. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, give Optima a call today.
Call 800-685-5688. 800-685-5688. 800-685-5688.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I have a dare for you. After you use your old mopping bucket, put on your whitest socks and walk across the floor. Now look down. What's that gray stuff on your socks? I used to have that too, until I switched to Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop breaks down and locks away tough messes. Take the dare. Try Swiffer Power Mop. White sock approved.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Jobs for someone with autism. Programmer. Teacher.
WIN by Autism Speaks helps businesses lead the way in inclusive hiring.
How about a healthcare worker?
To learn more, go to autismspeaks.org/win.
Giving voice to the community. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station.
.1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati. It is Wednesday. That means we got to go to the Dukester, find out what's cooking over at the Dukester. Today, it's Senior Citizen Day. What's cooking?
Hey, good morning to you, Lincoln, and happy Senior Citizen Day, Buzz listeners. It's Wednesday, August 19th, and this is your chance to see all of your old friends at the Lincoln Courts Laurel Home West End reunion, happening this Saturday. That will allow you to see some of your old friends from downtown Avondale, Mount Auburn, Walnut Hills, and all over the place. So don't miss out. Hurry over to the Dukester and get your discount tickets. Everybody, and I mean everybody, will be at this reunion Saturday, August the 22nd at the Lake Ridge Hall, located at 7100 Pippin Road. And for all you card players, your night is Friday night from 7 until 11. We'll be playing a friendly game of cards, tonk, spade, bid, whist, checkers, and chess. And it's a great way to relax and kick off your weekend, and it's free. Now, on the Duke's menu today is our baked or fried pork chops with cornbread dressing and collard greens, or check out our golden salmon croquettes with baked beans and potato salad. We're also featuring our tender meatloaf with garlic, mashed potatoes, and gravy and green beans. Now, Lincoln, my pick for today is our delicious catfish nuggets with steak fries and coleslaw. And don't forget, folks, we're dine-in or carry-out. And while you're there, you can schedule your next birthday party right there at the Duke's. Just give us a call at 513-761-2300. In the meantime, have a great day. We'll talk at you later, Lincoln.
All right, that's the Dukester right there in the Summit Plaza on Reading Road. Check him out today. In the studio with me, none other than Hamilton County Prosecutor Connie Pillage. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you so much.
Well, good to have you here. There's a lot going on. It seems like every time you come in here, we have tons to talk about. Man, I tell you. Let's see, where do we start? Let's start with the police shooting. Have you...
Timothy Cromwell?
Yeah, Cromwell. Yeah. It seems like he wanted to die by a cop, suicide by cop. It seemed like that's what he wanted. But was the shooting justified? Now, let me tell you this. I just thought the first time they shot him and he went down, that was enough. He tried to get up, I guess, and then they shot again. So I don't know. What's going on?
You know, anytime we have a police-involved shooting, and we've had 10 now since I've been in office, one of my top criminal prosecutors goes to the scene just for these. We call it a critical incident. We've got our own little bat phone, and whoever's on call that week goes to the scene, and they listen in. Their duty is to observe and listen into the very first interviews from the investigators on the scene, and they'll look at what the scene looks like. And, of course, the police are there setting up their cameras and labeling evidence and things like that. So it's very early in the process. Then what usually happens is the witnesses, including the shooter and anybody else who was there, go to the police station, and then they have a formal interview, which, of course, is recorded by the CPD. And we go and we watch that, too. So this can take 10 to 20 hours of time.
Okay.
We got the case, on Monday? I think we got it on Monday. So what normally happens is after that initial review, then the police will start to put together their information, which will be a transcript of these interviews, and then they'll send it to me for review.
And then you'll look at it and decide whether
or not to. I hope that, I think for... there was one where it took like 6 months to get the whole package together. But if we have good video cameras, we'll see what they show. If body-worn cameras sometimes help and can let us know. So right now, I can't tell you what I'll do. Yeah. I do try to go into these with an open mind.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go to the 7-year-old.
Oh,
I'm so confused about who was doing who's trans, who's this. I don't know. The media, they don't seem to want to talk about the trans part of this whole thing, but that's a major part of this whole situation. Now, what can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you that since this has been reported, and it's had multiple stories, everywhere I go, people come up and tell me what to do, because I think our community is unanimously horrified by what happened to this little kid. And it's been every age, every gender, every race has been telling me the same things, and I shan't share that right now.
Yeah.
But we're all horrified. It's just it's beyond words. It's just, I mean, it's given me nightmares. So some of the challenges we're going to see in this case are having, will each defendant have a different attorney?
Yeah.
are the attorneys that were initially assigned trained, and the public defenders have to have certifications for certain types of cases. We also know that that the investigation is continuing, and I don't know what those facts will bring.
Yeah.
Right now, the facts that we were given, we were able to get the grand jury to indict all three of them who lived in the same home with the poor kid on 13 counts each. But keep in mind, they're still collecting evidence, and what we have so far does not allow me to seek the death penalty.
Oh, okay.
Because Ohio has a law that has all these requirements. I don't know what they're going to find out in the future. And also, I think all three of them their lawyers have already said they're going to try to do a not guilty by reason of insanity. So that mucks up everything too. So it's gonna be a complicated case. And you got grandmas and aunts and uncles and friends and neighbors.
Now, the three people that were in the house, were they having what do they call a throuple?
That's not up my business.
I mean, okay, well, the mother was the biological mother. Okay, she's, I guess, female, but the other two were trans. Can you help me out with that? Or was
it's frankly, that's irrelevant to me. They're just defendants who.
But that might
allegedly did wicked things.
Yes, that's going to play a part in probably what goes on.
It might be something that people want to gossip about, but for me, there's no law against being trans in Ohio.
Right.
So my job is to follow the laws about taking care of children. And look, every adult has a duty to protect a child, to provide them food and shelter, and to provide medical care if they get hurt. And if the allegations are true, these people did not do that. It's just disgusting.
You did your press conference, and you were getting ready to say and then you caught yourself, and then you said people. You thought before you said, I better not say what I want to say. That's what it seemed like to me.
That's exactly what happened. It was hard. It's hard to talk about this, even after 10 days now, a week now of information about it. It's hard to talk about. Yeah. And it has literally given me nightmares because it's so horrific.
Going back to the police shooting, there were witnesses that said this guy wanted to die by police, and I'm sure that's going to have some effect, play a part in your decision.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yes. Since I've not gotten those, I got to get the witness statements from the police.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard what everybody's heard on social media or maybe in the Inquirer, but I gotta read the evidence that comes out of the police station.
Okay.
That's my job.
Let's see, what else is going on what else do we have here? It's so much going on.
Well, we had the Clifton shooting.
Clifton. Just the other night, the one you're talking about, you got the three. You got the three suspects there.
Yeah, it just came to us this morning, so I don't know a whole lot about it. But but
they caught the guys though, right?
Yeah, they responded quickly. Authorities responded quickly, and I think found some of them at the hospital. And but right now I have so little information. I'm not even sure which ones may have gotten shot and which ones didn't, and how serious the shootings were. But what I do know is that it does appear to be a targeted robbery. 3 people wanted to rob the victim, or that guy.
Yeah.
Whoever that was. I don't even have their names yet.
Okay, it's so new. It's new.
There's no shortage of that. I do want to, if you allow me to, I do want to mention the House of Hope West End Fest that happened a few weeks ago. Pastor Burnett did that, and I saw him at the Black Heritage Breakfast on Friday, and we had helped them a little bit for the cost of that, and he told me they fed 1,200 people.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
That's great. That's great.
So nice to see a community come together.
Yes.
A neighborhood start to build rapport with their neighbors, and that was really cool.
I saw you at the Veterans Appreciation Day. You are a vet, and I thought that was a great event there. All types of services. The prosecutor had table set up there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what could you do to help vets out of your office?
Well, there are two main things, and those are both our 2 veterans treatment courts. We have to participate in that. And a veterans treatment court helps our veterans who, probably because they got a traumatic brain injury or post-traumatic stress on active duty, the veteran, when they get out, because of those injuries, doesn't have very good executive function, or maybe they self-medicate with drugs, and they get involved with the criminal justice system. And the veterans courts, we have one for the misdemeanors, which are lower levels, and one for felonies. I think we're the only felony veteran court in the state. But we work with the VA because they have the services, the medical services for our vets. And if they get through the process, then they don't have a conviction. And so their life is not ruined, or at least this chapter is not ruined. But we participate in that, and I support that 100%.
Yes.
I just, I go to the graduations and talk to the people who've gone through the process, and I'm, it's hard.
Yes.
Self-care is hard for people who don't have a traumatic brain injury, but when you have a substance use disorder on top of that with a brain injury or a stress disorder, that's so hard to take care of yourself, and they need the support. So we do that, and we also help a lot of elderly from scams. If people we did a presentation in Avondale on Friday, and they've already asked us to come back, and everyone was very engaged.
Yes,
because we're on the way there to this presentation. When I got out of my car, I looked and I had a voicemail that said, "Oh, you need to call us to approve this charge on your credit card." No credit card's going to call you about it.
Right.
And if they do, it can wait.
And normally they just text you your card was used for a purchase of so and so, at least mine does. It'll at the so and so gas station or whatever. And then if that's not you, then they'll tell you to call. But they're not going to call you normally and tell you that.
Pretty rare. And everybody needs to be aware of those things.
Yes.
And all of us can be vulnerable at one point or another, depending on what's going on in our lives. You lose a loved one, you might make poor decisions. And it hits every age, but the most vulnerable are our seniors. And so part of my office focuses on fraud, especially elder scams.
Now, what about, are you seeing more, is it just me, or are you seeing more abuse cases out there, child abuse cases coming to you? It just seems like every week there's some child being killed or something in the news here.
Yeah, we had that 2-year-old in Coleraine
Yes. So you're seeing more of these cases, it seems like?
Yes, it is true. And we are seeing a lot more domestic violence cases. And I'm talking the felony level, so these are the bad ones. Where those doubled since 2024. Strangulation's gone up 55%.
Strangulation, definitely.
I don't have the percentage for child abuse, but I can tell you that kiddie porn is skyrocketing. And the police chiefs in this county are very concerned about it. They've been getting special training. And so we're going to have to adopt a structure in my office to train people to handle these cases. And look, you don't want to handle these cases. So we should thank the folks that are willing to go in there and look at that evidence and hold people accountable.
Yeah, it seems like it's getting worse.
Which brings us to Jeff Drew. Do you remember him, the priest who...
The priest, yes.
Raped all those boys?
And he's back.
He's out of prison.
Yes, he's out.
He did his full sentence, and he's at some halfway house here in the county. I don't know where, but... I'm not sure where. Let's put it
He's got to register now.
He'll register for the rest of his life.
Yes. Unbelievable.
Thank goodness. But, it's so hard to think that someone could treat children this way. And he did it for years. Trying to groom these 8 and 10-year-old boys. Just despicable behavior.
Unbelievable. And then I guess that was another county where the high school kid used AI, and he, was sentenced. And I don't know what's going on with that. What was the final results of that case? You remember that?
I remember it. I don't think it's over yet.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But that's so abusive do that.
There's a lot going on. I appreciate you coming.
A good thing that's happening is we do have our therapy dog, Basil.
He was at the game last night.
He was at the game last night. We got to take the ball out to the pitcher's mound. We didn't let him carry it because it would have gotten all slobbery, but he got to escort the ball out to the pitcher's mound last night, and that was really cute. And what a beautiful night for game 2.
All right, I tell you, I wish we could come to an end with the Tracy Hunter case. I know you don't want to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk. And now I'm hearing no attorney wants to take the case.
Oh, so she did file a separate action to investigate Joe Dieters and Pat DeWine, both currently on the Supreme Court, for some violations of law. My office is conflicted out because the people who can look into that, they worked for Joe. So that's a little bit hard. But we did have trouble. You know, I checked with some of the surrounding counties. Well, they all had endorsed Joe and went to his events during his campaign. So that's our. So we tried. I don't know if I have the number of people we approached. But we were not successful within the court's deadline to find a special prosecutor. So now it goes to the judge. There is a visiting judge who's handling this case.
Okay.
And so I think it goes back to him.
Oh, boy. I tell you.
Sometimes these things are so complicated that it just can be so disappointing. And you know, the wheels of justice do move slowly. We've seen that many, many times.
And they're moving very slow in this case, for sure. Jeez. All right. Well, we appreciate you coming in, bringing us up to date on all the stuff that's going on down at the prosecutor's office. We never got this before, so I appreciate you coming down, talking to us at least once a month. Okay.
I'm happy to be here. Thanks,
all right.
Lincoln.
Connie Pillage, Hamilton County Prosecutor. Let's take a break, and we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Looking for a podcast that delves into the intricacies of love and relationships? Look no further than Dear Future Wifey. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this podcast is the perfect place to engage in thoughtful discussions about relationships. Join us on a journey of exploration and recovery as we explore the world of love and discover the secrets to successful relationships. Tune in every week for new episodes on the Urban One Podcast Network. Go to urbanonepodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Join a community of lifelong learners to meet new friends and learn new things. OLLI invites adults age 50 and better to experience no-stress classes in health and wellness, history, current events, and more. No tests, no grades, just the joy of learning. Classes are in person and online. Plus, it's affordable and scholarships are available. Find out more by searching OLLI Cincinnati on the web or calling 513-556-9186. See you in class.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
Light a candle, pour some wine. Grab a roll, the soft kind for a little me time. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear. Wavy edges for my rear. So let the softness caress your soul. Just relax, you're on a roll. Let her rip. Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear.
Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has the same softness you love, now with wavy edges that tear better than the leading one-ply brand. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
We got out of Washington State, and I think a week after, state went on lockdown for COVID.
So then when we transitioned to Texas, it was very much so like, what are we going to do now?
Operation Homefront has allowed our family to make something of ourselves again in the world after military.
It's completely changed the way our life is. It took us from a hopeless situation, and now we're homeowners. We have a savings account. I'm the first one to own a home out of my siblings.
Visit OperationHomefront.org to learn more.
At the YMCA, finding your why starts by making an impact together, touching lives for the better. It can be the gift of time or treasure, supporting a community through talent without measure. Here, compassion fuels commitment, finding fulfillment through enrichment, serving and improving. What a way to live, and what a gift it is to give. Find your why and get involved today at ymca.org for a better us.
I'm Chris Jakovic. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakovic, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Being isolated and lonely can be harmful to your health, resulting in high blood pressure, a greater risk of heart disease, and early onset dementia. So it's important to build and maintain social connections. Try a new hobby, volunteer, exercise, or use your phone or other device to stay in touch. Visit connecttoeffect.org to find resources and ways to stay connected. Presented by AARP Foundation with support from United Healthcare.
When it comes to prescription medications, it's essential to apply safe practices to protect your health and safety. To avoid misuse and abuse, never share or borrow medication. Keep your prescriptions out of the wrong hands by storing them in a lockbox and disposing of medication properly. Finally, understand your prescription information. Don't be afraid to ask your pharmacist and doctor for help. And if buying prescriptions online, be sure to use VIPS accredited pharmacies. Learn more at awarerx.org, a public service from the National Association of Boards of Pharmacy Foundation.
You live in a nice neighborhood or condominium community, but that isn't enough. You need to know your board and community manager are making the right decisions to protect your investment. Community Associations Institute can help. Visit responsiblecommunities.com to learn more.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and do not necessarily reflect the views of Urban One Incorporated, Radio One, or any of its subsidiary companies.
Did you miss something? Catch the rebroadcast. Do it again. For the full schedule, go to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. Christian Bradley is in the studio with me.
How you doing, sir? Thank you for having me.
Good to have you here. And let's see, Sapaloogie.
Yes, sir. Sapaloogie. Yes, sir.
All right,
yes, sir.
Tell us about Sapaloogie, what that is.
Yes, sir. So Sapaloogie comes from the French. And it basically, I got to give a shout out to a partner in this. Unfortunately, we parted ways. His name is Vanny Mwamba. He's from the Congo. He has an urban hikers group, and we came together back in November of 2024 to bring this Sapaloogie event together. And basically, it's, again, a Pseudo Saturday bar stroll, but the origins of Sapaloogie comes from the protesting of the invasion of the Congolese mainland of the Belgian and the French back in the 1880s. And then in the 1920s, you had Congolese men as a way of protesting, dressing up as their European colonizers or invaders, right, or oppressors. So that was a way kind of them taking the European style and elevating it, making it more luxurious, looking better than the people actually wearing it, adding their own spin to it. Then it kind of morphed into when you had a lot of the conscripted Congolese men fighting during World War II in Europe. They had all this money and they were in France. They were buying all the Parisian fashions.
Yeah.
Came back to the Congo, mainly Kinshasa and Brazzaville, wearing these European fashions, adding their flair to it, and having this confidence about it as they're walking around their different cities, different clubs and bars and restaurants. And it kind of it's more of a way of expression. And that's kind of where.
And so that's what you guys will be doing this coming Saturday.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. So it kind of gives, again, just empowering. I think it's a very empowering or very builds confidence. You see a lot of men walking around the city with suits on. It just kind of gives a really good really good, I say, flavor or taste, and people are kind of seeing us walk around looking good. So,
okay.
Yes,
and so you're going to do this coming Saturday. What time and where?
We're going to be at the, starting off in East Walnut Hills at the Living Room Lounge, starting at 3 o'clock. And we have about 5 different locations that we'll be visiting, about 30 to 45 minutes. They're all, I think except one, are all minority or black-owned businesses. So Living Room Lounge is the first one. Tiki Lounge is the second one. Confessions, which is a black-owned or minority-owned bar, is the third. Esoteric Brewery, which is a minority-owned bar. Market Wines, which is owned by Ms. Lynn Love, who's a retired firefighter. Shout out to the firefighters that are in town this weekend. And then obviously last one be Sun and Garden, owned by Joey Cromwell.
Okay, man, I tell you. So you guys, you dress up, and you can even bring your sons with you. You know?
Yes, bring your sons, nephews, little cousins, little brothers. we would love to have more young people, more of our teenagers, young guys in college, talking and intermingling with some of these older guys. A lot of these guys.
And it's okay for the kids to go into the living room during the day, and you just they get to see what a bar looks like.
Exactly. Yes, sir. And we'll give you juice and water and things like that.
Right. No Crown Royal for the kids.
No, sir. No, sir. No vodka tonics. No, sir.
All right. But I know Joe Kelly is one of the people that walk with you.
Yes. Joe Kelly, Bengal legend, Cincinnati Titan.
Curtis Battle.
Yeah. A lot of these guys who are good friends of mine, big brothers to me, are mentors, indeed, and also just in how they support. So they'll be all there supporting and walking around talking to these guys.
Okay. Yep. That's a great idea.
Yes, sir.
And you're going to stop at all the businesses, the black-owned businesses in that area there in Walnut Hills.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And they're growing there. A lot of black businesses are springing up over there in Walnut Hills.
A lot of revitalization of the business district over in Walnut Hills. I grew up in that area, so it's really cool to see a lot of black businesses and people kind of supporting and being a part of those businesses.
Okay.
Yes,
all right. So there, you're going to meet at the living room.
Yes, sir. 3 o'clock. Yes,
Saturday.
Sir.
Living room is right there on Gilbert Avenue.
No, it's on Florence.
Florence.
Off of Gilbert.
Off of Gilbert, right there on Florence. As you go down the hill,
yes, sir.
It sits on the right when you're coming off of Gilbert.
Yes, sir.
It's right there on the right side. So you'll be there at 3 o'clock, dressed to the T.
Yes.
And y'all just get in a line and just start walking.
Yes, and the weather should be good. I'm watching the weather all week, but dressed to the T and just be comfortable though. Please be comfortable. If it should be 80 degrees, so you wear a light blazer.
I don't think it'll be that hot on Saturday.
I think it should be kind of cool. So I'm excited about it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, that sounds good. I mean, people, you should do that in other neighborhoods too, not just Walnut Hills.
Yeah, so we did it downtown last the first 3. I'm looking to maybe expand and take it up to North College Hill because there's a lot of black-owned business up in College Hill. Some other businesses. I think in the northern parts, like in Fairfield and in Springdale, places like that. Just trying to figure out a route. I want to support all businesses, not just the ones in the city.
Yeah, okay. But that's got to look real nice. All the cats dressed up,
You get a lot of honks. You get a lot of horns. And again, it's a very powerful scene when you see men, especially black men, dressed. Kind of harkens back to my grandfather, my father back in the, and even obviously probably back in your heyday when you used to walk around at those different spots looking fly.
Yeah,
so,
used to have my tailor-mades on, and my ballet shoes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to kind of get back to those days where dressing with class and dignity kind of says a lot about yourself, especially as men, right? And as black men too. So, but anybody is welcome. I have a lot of my friends who are from different cultures and backgrounds come as well. It's not just for us; it's for everybody. We want inclusive conversations, inclusive interactions, intentional interactions, and that's what this whole thing is all about. It's for everybody.
Yes.
But we want those conversations, especially in these times.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, Christian Bradley there, and thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, sir.
Once again, this coming Saturday, 3 o'clock. You're going to start off at the living room and then head on up and check out all the black businesses in Walnut Hills area.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right,
for having
thank
me.
you for
Appreciate
stopping by. All right, let's break for news, and we'll come back on the other side. Tracy Artist, Elia, JB, all holding on. Lincoln Ware with you, 1230, The Buzz.
1230 AM, WDBZ, Cincinnati, an Urban One station. Listen online on thebuzzcincy.com. We are 1230 The Buzz, the home of the Lincoln Ware Show.
Police are investigating the deaths of 2 people in Green Township as a suspected murder-suicide. 64-year-old Lee Compton and 63-year-old Janice Marie Compton were found dead inside of their Lakewood Drive home on Saturday. The Hamilton County Coroner's Office has ruled Janice Marie Compton's death as a homicide and Lee Compton's death as a suicide. A toddler that was hospitalized earlier this month after prosecutors say he had been abused has died. Coleraine Township Police found the 2-year-old unresponsive at a home on August 2nd. The baby, who was found to have injuries consistent with abuse, died this past Saturday. Sebastian de la Cruz has been charged with endangering children and felonious assault, but now faces possible additional charges. Many Cincinnati drivers are seeing dramatically higher gas prices this week. AAA reports the average price of regular fuel locally is now $4.06 per gallon, 29 cents per gallon more than the price just 1 week ago. The average cost of a gallon of regular fuel in the state of Ohio is now $4.17 per gallon, 27 cents higher than it was last week. I'm Heather Pasco on 1230 The Buzz.
The voice of the community. We are 1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ. We are the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And, let's see, we've had Tracy Artis holding on for the longest here. We'll go to Tracy Artis. Tracy, I know you're tired from the long, big weekend you just had with the Black Family Reunion.
Hi, Lincoln. Getting my strength back. Just wanted to say thank you to you, Urban One, every sponsor, and everyone that came out to support us. It was a wonderful, wonderful 4 days.
All right. I know it was. And how did John P. Key do? Was it
John P. Key was wonderful on the gospel stage. Kenny Lattimore, Ben Stroud and the fellas, Aaron Ray. We had so much talent, over 10 DJs in the park, over 75 performances on our various stages. Our college tour was wonderful. The job fair was superior. We just had a wonderful time. BFR Speaks with Otis Moss. Thank you for being at the BFR Lounge where we honored Fanon Rucker. Got a chance to see so many people. I know that there were a lot of other things going on over the weekend, but thanks to everyone that thought it not robbery to show up at one of the many events. So it was just good to see families come together.
Yes.
Yes. A beautiful, beautiful time,
And
Lincoln.
it was great Friday for Fanon Rucker.
Yes.
Yes. Fanon Rucker.
Beautiful at the BFR Lounge. The parade was awesome on Marion Way Saturday.
Yes.
Thanks to our judges, Ashley Bryant, Lando, and Iris Rowley, hosted by Don Juan and Faith Daniels. We just had a beautiful time, Lincoln.
Yes. Sounds great. And looking forward to next year.
August 19th through the 22nd. We'll be back next year.
All right, I hear you.
Our 39th year.
All right, sounds good to me. And I'm still having people saying they want the parade back in the community, but don't look like it's going to be any chance of that happening anytime soon.
We're going to try to stay downtown Lincoln. Thousands of people came out over the 4 days, and it really is a blessing when the parade ends that people matriculate right into the park. And that really helps all our retail vendors, Lincoln, and our food court and our nonprofit area.
Yes. All right. I hear you. So we'll look forward to next year for the Black Family Reunion. It'll be the 39th annual Black Family Reunion next year.
Thank you, Lincoln.
All right. Thank you, Tracy.
Blessings.
All right. That's Tracy Artis. And long weekend, Black Family Reunion weekend, and got things together. All right. Let's move along. 513-749-1230. Lincoln, we're with you. Let's go to JB. JB.
Hey, Mr. Ware, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right, JB. What's up?
Nothing much. Hey, Pharaoh, how old is Pharaoh?
So what now?
How old is Pharaoh?
He's got to be 76 or 77.
76, 77?
Yes.
I just wondered because he's been talking a lot of stuff on history of black people.
Yeah.
And they say he's never been to over in Africa. I just wonder about that dude, man. he be talking a lot of stuff, you know.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, you know, I don't know why y'all like to keep talking about Pharaoh. He loves this. No matter if you're talking bad about him, he loves it just because you bring up his name.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to ask you, who you going to vote for after this coming election? Because Trump is going to do something that's going to be sneaky. That's what I think.
Well, we'll see. He's not on the ballot. Why did you ask me who am I going to vote for? I mean,
who is there to vote for the next president of the United States?
Oh, you mean in 28? I don't know who it could be. It's going to be a lot of Democrats going and Republicans too, you know, so we'll see what happens.
I wonder about that, man.
Yeah.
A lot of things are going to get turned around. Stuff going to be different. A lot of young people don't know who to vote for neither. But they want to vote, but they don't know who to vote for.
Yes. All right. Yeah. JB, thanks for your call.
All right.
Okay. That's JB laying it out there. Unbelievable. All right. 513-749-1230. Lincoln, we're with you. And, okay, let's get back to the prosecutor. And, okay, you wanted me to ask about Tracy Hunter. I asked about Tracy Hunter. Oh, he asked the softball. I don't know what else I could have asked her. It's in another judge's hand. Nobody wanted to take the case. And I don't know what else I could have asked her. Y'all kill me with that stuff. He asked her the softball question about Tracy Hunter. You know, I think that's just become the thing to say now. You know, he's blocking. He's blocking for the prosecutor. Y'all need to quit. You need to quit. You didn't ask about the Cincinnati brawl. The Cincinnati brawl, those people have been charged and tried. It's over with. Why? What is it left to ask about? I just don't know. And whoever James Williams 716 is, you are blocking. How am I? You can't tell me how I'm blocking. You can't tell me how I'm blocking. All you can say is he's blocking. Unbelievable. I was looking at you. You wanted me to ask about the 7-year-old. I asked about that. I even threw in some other stuff that she didn't want to talk about. But they are keeping that under wraps. I think they're saving all this stuff for the trial. That's what I'm thinking. She told you about the shooting, police shooting. They got to go through all the evidence, all the investigative work that the police did. They'll take it to her, and then she'll look at it and decide. So I don't know. It's how you asked the Sister Pastor Judge Tracy Hunter question. It's how I asked. Okay, that was James Muhammad. Okay, how would you have asked the question, James? James Muhammad, just call me at 513-749-1230 and tell me how you would have asked the question about Tracy Hunter. Please tell me, because I'm anxious to hear. I'm going to write every word down, and I'm going to ask the next time she comes in the way you want me to ask James Muhammad. So please call me, James Muhammad. I want to hear how you would have asked the question. Unbelievable.
Now, Mr. Ware, I'm not a law scholar, but you kind of have to ask open-ended questions and see where they fill in the gaps with their answer.
Because some things they just can't answer.
Right. They could, yeah.
It would compromise cases. And she already said they couldn't find any judges that didn't have any connections with Joe Dieters. Everybody had connections with Joe Dieters. And I just don't know. I don't
see the issue with how you asked it. I think you did a great job, Mr.
Hey,
Ware.
I mean, I tried to ask questions that she could answer. Certain things she just can't answer. Oh, boy. Twin.
You having a little pissativity, ain't you? Hey, man, a little piss in your coffee. Yeah, good one, OG Lindsay. I didn't know nothing about that.
That's a new prison word.
No, it ain't just a slang for piss, man. Piss somebody out angry with you. That dude is annoying. Brent Beard, Heyman, whatever his name. He's annoying, but yeah. I said I got pissativity, but man, you was asking them weak questions. You ain't blocked today. I'm proud of you.
Oh,
so,
boy.
You know, the mayor come in soon, so there's a lot of blocking there. But you ain't blocked today. I got to give you that, though. But
there were people saying that I was blocking, so I don't know.
You just ask some little weak-minded questions like, you talking what about the trans? Lincoln, we ain't talking about no trans. We talking about 3 people that killed this 7-year-old. That's what we talk. I don't care what type of gender you got.
That's going to play a part in this case. I'm telling you.
Man, I don't care what part.
Wait until the trial is coming up. I'm telling you, it's going to be a big part.
Y'all murdering, y'all neglect this child, the welfare of this child. Every last one y'all knew about. Y'all abducted you and went and sent them in a closet and all that for days. So we not talking about. I don't care what transgender you is right now. We ain't talking about that. We talking about this 7-year-old boy. I ain't wound up dead. That's what we on. I can care less you walking hills or whatever. But one of y'all killed him, and
maybe,
you know what?
How do we know they weren't sexually abusing this kid? I don't know.
Regardless, he dead, Lincoln. That's the case is the kid can't come back. He dead. Now we got 3 accessory to the crime. Somebody did. You know what? All of them going to be tried guilty anyway. They going to be found guilty. So ain't no ends or buts about that. I don't care what type of trans whatever mission you is or whatever.
Who's going to flip? Somebody's going to flip on somebody. You know that.
No, they going to sing like Elvis up in there. They going to sing. But you still accessory to the crime.
Yes.
Regardless, because you knew about this child was in that closet. Y'all all got high, and your high came down and all that, and all of a sudden, he's in the closet. And so they knew Lincoln, so guilty. Lincoln, I seen Scotty still got one in the chamber. I ain't gonna come to talk to the citizen, Cheryl Long, and all that. Did a press conference for the people and prayers to the family. No, for the guy that got shot, police shot.
Yeah.
My thing is this: why you ain't do a press conference today for the 11-year-old? Why ain't do a press conference for the other murders and everything else that took place in the community?
The 11-year-old is not dead yet. I don't think. I think he's still alive. So I don't know what's a press conference. You got to catch the fools that shot him. What's a press conference going to do?
Lincoln, you can set up and say enough is enough.
Wait, how long have they been saying that? How long have they been saying that? See, you just talk. You just talk to be talking. They say this every time.
You only do that. This what I call. That's why people say you blocking right now. Because the stuff you say out your mouth right now, you always trying to glaze them every time somebody aim at them. That's why you block Curtis Will. Because regardless of anything, if it's true or not true about your blockers, whatever your cult followers and everything, you won't even really bring it out like, oh yeah, that's really happening.
Now hold on a second. First of all, you talking about I'm blocking because she didn't have a press conference for the 11-year-old. Yes, it's a sad situation, but you can't have a press conference for every shooting that takes place in Cincinnati. That's all you will be doing is having press conferences. Other night, Clifton, three guys shot, press conference. You can't have a press conference for every shooting that takes place. You can't do it. What you need to do is try to find the person who shot the 11-year-old. A press conference is not going to do anything. Who is it going to help?
Lincoln, let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. I hope you get through your thick skull. I'm going to paint my face white. And I'm going to go up there and say some crazy stuff they shooting in my community and all that. I bet you I get more understanding. They're going to start having press conference than they having now for the black community. Stop it, Lincoln, with that soft-spoiled milk stuff you talking about, man.
Now, who's glazing who now? Who's glazing now?
No, man, it is what it is, man. But, man, I just don't understand you. And let me end with this, man. You always talking about this, and your old is trash. You need to take them and put them in a garbage. You don't play anything that's gangster, man.
Oh, man. Curtis. There's no classic soul that's gangster. I don't know what you're looking for. If you're looking for gangster, that's what you're waiting on for the Sunday Soul Classics, you won't find any gangster.
Man, I like Curtis Mayfield, 121st Street. And
first of all, he didn't make that. That was Bobby Womack. Okay, continue.
Well, whoever, Curtis, all of them, man. And I just don't. When I listen to you, it's boring, man.
Oh, Mike, because how old are you, twin?
I don't want to say it because you got your private investigators on here, and I'm not. And you know what I'm talking about. And I hated to say it. No, I'm not doing that.
You're 45. Yeah, 45-year-old. Yeah, you wouldn't. You don't understand.
But I got an old soul though.
No,
I don't listen to no rap stuff like that. I like old school. Man, what are you talking about?
You don't know. You wouldn't know old school if it hit you in the face.
Man, the stuff I listen to is depressing on your Sunday Soul class.
Right. Thanks for your call. Unbelievable. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. With his Cadillac shoes. That's the only soul you got, is the soul on those Cadillac shoes. All right. Let's take a break. We'll come back, and then we're going to hear how James Muhammad would have asked the prosecutor the question about Tracy Hunter. All right, let's take a break. 12:30, The Buzz.
12:30 The Buzz wants you to buy Black 513. Black Americans have
old school jailhouse.
He He knows music like his brother knows shoes.
Right.
Very bad at it.
Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Oh,
He's
boy.
called a ambulance for him. Man, what a crybaby.
I know, he's a crybaby. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Yeah, he's the brains of the two. That's what gets me. He's the brains. The other brother is the guts. Twin wants me to play Gangsta Soul Classic. Gangsta Soul Classic. What does Gangsta Soul Classic sound like? I don't know.
Maybe Freddie's dead or something. Maybe that's what
maybe
he's talking
so.
about.
Well, I play that. Yeah. Unbelievable. Well, I tried, somebody said, at least put the parade back in the West End. You heard what I said to her. I said, are we coming back to the neighborhood? Nope, they're not coming back. She likes the idea the parade walks right into to Sawyer Point. Lincoln, you are blocking when you ask a question to the guest and then answer before they can. Well, they're going to answer regardless what I say. If I'm wrong, they'll say, no, Lincoln, that's not right. If I'm right, they say, yeah, you're right, so and so and so and so. And so. So it doesn't matter. Which question was she definitive about Vernon Jordan? The Tracy Hunter question? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you can ask.
Community can't afford, and we can't afford to send him to Congress. Paid for by DCCC, dccc.org, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. DCCC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
1230 The Buzz, streaming live on your computer. Log on to thebuzzcincy.com.
1230 WDBZ, the Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And let's see, we got Blade, Too Sweet, Elijah. And let's hear from James. Assalamu alaikum, my brother, Muhammad.
Walaikum salam. Assalamu alaikum to the radio listening audience and also our YouTube followers. Hey, man, I hate this YouTube, man. I mean, it's difficult to communicate with one another.
No, you're doing quite well. You're communicating quite well.
But I can't really communicate directly with the ones I want to respond to their comment. Without typing all that other stuff in. Mishap or the show doing that.
Okay, hold on. All you got to do is type like you say, Cincy T, I don't like what you said, or Cincy T, you're wrong as usual, or whoever it is, Brent Beard, you're wrong as usual. That's all you have to do.
I hear what you're saying. You know, everybody got the right to their own wrong opinion, so that's not how I even would respond. But getting to how you ask the question, yes. I know you don't want to answer the question. I know you can't really talk about it. What are you doing? You're giving them a way out.
They're gonna look. They're gonna take the way. Hold on. If I'm giving them a way out, then they're gonna find a way out. You know what I mean? If I don't say I know you can't answer, they're going to say it anyway because I know they can't. But how would you have asked her about Tracy Hunter? That's what I want to know.
You don't have to negate the question. But you put a...
How did I negate the question? I say, this Tracy Hunter thing has been going on. Can you comment on it? Can you say anything about Tracy Hunter?
See, that's my point. And then here's the other thing. Everybody had a connection with... the prosecutor. What's his name?
Joe Dieters.
Joe Dieters. Now they done shot him up to Supreme Court. He ain't never been a judge. The whole thing was a fix, Brother Lincoln. Yeah. The whole thing was like they try to rip her from the vote. And that's why do we vote? Because they say anything. Oh, he won. He had the most votes. You don't never know. But we knew Tracy had votes by the populace and what was being shown on air. I would have just straight up asked the lady, why don't you just exonerate Tracy Hunter? Push for her exoneration.
Okay.
It was illegal for Dieters to even have his own personal attorneys to prosecute her. You know, the judges can't do this because they are associated with Joe Dieters. Everybody in that prosecution was associated with Judge Dieters.
Well, I'll put it this way. I think if it was as easy as it is just for Connie Pillage to say, we're throwing this out, we're dropping the case, I think a judge is going to have to do all that stuff. That's why Tracy Hunter is not lobbying the prosecutor. She's lobbying to get a judge to throw this out. I think Tracy Hunter would be lobbying everywhere. I know I got a point. Everywhere she would go, she would be telling people to drop the prosecutor, lobby the prosecutor to drop this case. And I don't hear her saying that. I hear her telling them to throw the case out with the judge. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but what can I say?
The prosecutor could have avoided all of the things that happened in Hamilton County. He could initiate it. And so far as getting a judge and a traveling and visiting, how many years have they prosecuted this woman?
It's been going on too long. That's what I was telling her. It's been going on too long. She said, well, the wheels of justice turn slow.
And that's some nonsense, too.
So
that's persecution. And Brother Lincoln, the Ku Klux Klan and their practices didn't come up to after slavery. And we still live in that today. And we got these people in the prosecutor's office, in the judge seats, and the police department. They're not wearing hoods now, but they still practicing the policies and the mindset upon black people. And they dress it up like, the wheels of justice are slow, and this type of thing. But yes. Come on, man. Well, we know what they're doing.
Now, somebody said...
you blocking all the time.
And I'm going to find this out. Somebody said Connie Pillage herself said this at Corinthian Baptist Church that she could do it and she did nothing. Okay, so I don't know. I'm going to have to find out if she said that, and I'll let you know before this show is over.
And I don't know the legal procedure because I'm not a lawyer, but I know that something could have been done and still can be done.
Yes.
You know, look at all the black people that's getting out of jail now because they lied.
Yeah.
Police lied.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they've been lying since they've been in existence, Brother Lincoln. And what we have to do is stick together, man. You can't be up there asking, oh, I know you don't want to. No,
wait. No matter what questions I ask, is Tracy Hunter's case still going? I could ask her anything, and it's not going to solve the case any sooner.
It's how you ask the question, though, Brother Lincoln. Oh, you asked it like that. Oh, I can get around him. No, ask it like Kate McClark play basketball. I don't care what you doing. I'm getting to the hoop. You know, play it like that.
Oh,
man.
boy, I tell you.
You know what I'm saying, brother.
I know what you're saying, but it's not going to solve anything. It's not going to solve anything. I know what you're saying. It's not going to solve anything. I asked her about Tracy Hunter finding a lawyer. Nobody wants to take the case. None of these judges want to take the case. That's the problem. And she answered that. She said she found one judge that's going to take the case. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what else you would want. I don't know what else you want.
Well, I told you what needs to happen is straight up exoneration. And how the prosecutor could throw it out or how she could amend it, the ongoing prosecutions and filings, it needs to be examined and done, Brother Lincoln. That's all.
Of course, we're all looking for the same end result, James Muhammad. We're all looking for the same result. How we get there, I just don't know.
And I'm not mad at you, Brother Lincoln.
You sound like you are to me. You sound like you're mad as hell and you can't take it anymore.
We love you, Brother Lincoln, but we all have passions, man.
I know, and sometimes passion can slow you down from doing what you really want to do, getting the job done. Too much passion can slow you down sometimes.
Well, you're right.
I know I am.
and the way that I usually and most often strive to overcome that is just rise above my emotions and think 5 times before I speak. But listen, you let her get away. She's gone now. We ain't going to hear from her for another month. But can we hear from Mr. Tracy Hunter?
You hear from her all the time.
No, I don't hear from her all the time.
She comes in here and she stays a half hour of straight talking, and I don't get a word in edgewise. She I had her. I don't know what else I can do. I mean, what else? I don't know. You trying to get blood from a turnip?
Okay, let me do this. Let me do this.
Yes.
Let me do this. Let me say to you, it's how you ask the question and try to make that clear.
It doesn't matter how. If it's the same question, you can move the words around any different way. It's the question, not how you ask or what you say. If you getting to the same end result, what difference does it make?
You know how it said, power concedes nothing without a demand.
Yes.
But demand in your voice.
Okay. I demand you release drop Tracy Hunter's case. I demand you do it right now, prosecutor. And then she'll never come back on here. I'll never get her back in here.
I understand.
All right. Okay.
I understand.
All right. You have to sort of work these things with kid gloves. You know what I mean? With the velvet hammer.
By you being soft, you got the gloves on. You be ducking and dodging. Slap them sometimes.
Oh,
show. Then you tell me the Man of Power is the Lincoln Ware show?
I don't think anything I do or say is going to make Connie Pillage drop the case. She's going to let it go through the process. Nobody wants to be the final say in the Tracy Hunter case, and that's the situation she's in. She wants the
all
judge.
wanted to bury her.
She wants the judge to make the decision.
Out of that powerful position, and they done it.
Yes.
And they're still doing it. And
some people, and believe it, and some people say that she helped them along the way. She helped them. Mean? I mean, they say she did things that made them hurry up and get rid of her. I don't know whether that's true or not, but some people in higher ups, the judges and people like that, have said she kind of forced their hands. Hello?
Well, I don't want you. I don't want you snitching on people. But I
can't tell you who told me that. No, I can't tell you who told me that. I can't tell you who told me.
I'm just saying. You gotta speak truth to power.
You want me?
Tracy did that, huh?
You want me to rescue her, but there were other lawyers and judges that never came to her rescue.
And that's what I'm talking about. They all are in association with the same crime, Brother Lincoln. But we have
these
to
were
let
black.
them know in our question and in our mindset that we are aware of it and we know it. Brother Lincoln, they come together, these Europeans.
Wait, hold on. No, I'm talking about black lawyers and black judges never came to her rescue.
And that's what I'm saying, because they all are in an association to get what they got in the positions that they're in.
They didn't depend on Joe Dieters to become judges and lawyers. They don't have any association with him.
No, but they are in a system that predicated what and how they have to approach the law. And that's what I'm talking about. Like when you have these people, when you bring these people to us, approach them like we would approach them. Like, I mean, the question has to be a demand to get them to see that we're serious about our safety.
Well, I think they know that you're serious about it. But coming on radio and then having somebody demand that they do something, it's not going to work. I'm telling you that.
But I
gotta go. I hear what you said, but I gotta go. I'm so late for break. But thank you for at least calling in and telling us how you would have asked the question. Okay.
And I will call back.
Okay. All right. And thanks for that bean pie.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Brother Terrence Howard, I heard you, man, mocking me, man. I heard you.
All right.
Love you, too. Assalamu alaikum.
Thanks for your call. All right.
I don't remember that.
I don't either. I don't know what he's talking about, but okay. If he said you did it, you probably didn't. No. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Lord have mercy. 12:30, The Buzz.
Every weekday, 12:30 The Buzz has you covered. Let's go! With news, entertainment, and information. Starting at 6 a.m., set your alarm for Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell.
What's going on, Cincinnati? This is Erica Campbell.
Followed by The Lincoln Ware Show from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Hey, this is Lincoln Ware. Join me for The Lincoln Ware Show.
Then it's Keeping It Real.
With me, Reverend Al Sharpton.
From 1 till 4 p.m. News, entertainment, and information. We've got it all right here on 12:30 The Buzz.
A new school year means new possibilities at Cincinnati Public Schools, and we want every family to be a part of it. There's still time to enroll before students return Wednesday, August 19th. Families who bring the required documents to the CPS Education Center may be able to complete enrollment that same day. Help is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to noon and 1 to 3 p.m. You can also learn more and register at cps-k12.org. That's cps-k12.org. And before school begins, let's talk over ice cream. Join Superintendent Shauna Murphy for Sundays with Shauna on Sunday, August 16th from 1 to 2 p.m. at the Black Family Reunion. Meet district leaders, ask questions, and share what you want CPS to understand about your family's school experience. The event is free and families are welcome. That's Sundays with Shauna on Sunday, August 16th from 1 to 2 p.m. at the Black Family Reunion. Cincinnati Public Schools, we are here for kids.
When you're finally off the clock after a long day, dishes put away, kids asleep, feet kicked up, heartburn. Don't let heartburn take over your hard-earned moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Alka-Seltzer effervescent tablets begin neutralizing stomach acid in seconds. so you can get back to your one more episode marathon. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Use as directed.
The Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council present the story of Tom and Levi.
Tom is the smartest man I know. He's been a professor at 2 major universities, been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, he told me that he was having problems in his classes. I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. And he was telling them that he was doing it as a favor to them, but I think in reality, he just wanted to get out of there. I was really starting to worry because I saw something was wrong.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me, and my love for him was just immense.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
We are the keepers of the wild, America's original and most invested conservationists. For more than 80 years, we've been committed to conserving wildlife and the natural landscapes that define our nation. From rugged alpine ridgelines to peaceful tall grass prairies, we've supported the conservation of more than 36 of American wildlands. Our funding has led to cleaner water, fresher air, and improved wildlife habitat. From abundant fish and waterfowl populations to robust deer and elk herds, nothing is more important than maintaining wild spaces for adventurers to explore and wildlife to thrive. We are America's hunters and target shooters, stewards of the American outdoors.
America's hunters and target shooters, along with firearm, ammunition, and archery manufacturers, have invested more than $46 billion to help state fish and wildlife agencies manage and protect wildlife and wildlands across America. For more information, visit outdoorstewards.org.
Laura, the guys really went to town on that leg of lamb.
Yeah, thanks, Amy. I'm glad everyone enjoyed it.
Something's wrong. I know you too well.
Jim's company is cutting his salary, and he may even get laid off. He doesn't think we'll be able to afford the mortgage.
Oh, Laura.
If you think you may be in danger of foreclosure, call the National Foundation for Credit Counseling at 866-687-6322 or visit mortgagehelpnow.org. That's mortgagehelpnow.org. This has been a public service from the NFCC.
1230 The Buzz, WDBZ, a Radio 1 station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And we had the prosecutor in earlier, and somehow we ended up with Tracy Hunter. You're talking about Tracy Hunter. And here's a guy that's been with Tracy Hunter from the beginning. Cecil Thomas, how you doing?
I'm fine, Lincoln. I hope everybody's doing well. Man, yeah, I've been paying attention to this case since the beginning. You know, Bishop Hilton and I were right there in the trial.
Yeah, I even remember we went into a meeting together because they didn't have our courtroom. Remember they had, I think you were with me and Bishop Hilton. I thought you were with me.
Yeah.
And we went in to talk to the commissioner. It was the, who was the commissioner? Was it Ty Portune?
Ty Portune.
Yeah, we went in and because she said that her courtroom was in horrible condition. So we went in there to tell them they need to fix her courtroom up. And did they ever fix it up? I don't know. I lost track.
No, they didn't do anything.
Yes.
In other words, see, she should have been the presiding judge of the court because she was the longest sitting judge elected to sit in that seat.
Yeah.
Because the other judge came along afterwards.
Yes.
But they gave him her
the best courtroom. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then she got what was left. So we fought that as well.
Yes.
But what I want to talk about so folks will clearly understand what's going on. Everything starts in a trial you got to have a fair trial. It starts there. And the way you have a fair trial is that you make sure that once you sit down that jury, that none of those jurors have any issues with Judge Hunter or with the prosecutors or anything like that. So you ask those questions, and that's the questions that the prosecutor starts out with when you have the jurors that you're interviewing.
Yes.
And one of the questions that was asked was if any of the jurors have any knowledge or relationships with anybody in the prosecutor's office. That's a common question that's asked. And so when I was looking at the transcripts, I said, okay, that's a fair question. But then something struck me.
Yeah.
In the question that Croswell asked, he said, I'm going to get into asking each one of you if you have any relationship with the prosecutor's office or anybody knowledge, whatever. And if you have, you need to disclose that. But he said, but I'm not going to. But that's it. He said, but that does not include me and Mr. Shiverdecker, simply because we're not prosecutors. We're just we're just attorneys that was hired to as special prosecutors. So you don't include us in whether that was the extent of his conversation before he started asking the questions. So then he went on and asked the questions, and everybody said, no. Well, that was fine. Then the trial started. Once all of that was done, they had the trial, and judge was found guilty. Now, then we found out much later and that one of the jurors did have a relationship with Scott Croswell.
Right.
That was not disclosed.
And look, I'm running short of time. We know all that. So where does it stand now? The prosecutor said they finally found a judge is going to look at the case. Is that where we are now?
No. Those are two different cases.
Okay.
That's something totally different.
Yes.
This is the trial itself.
Right.
So when it was discovered that there was that relationship, that should have been disclosed before the trial even started. So Clyde would have had an opportunity to say, well, wait a minute, this juror shouldn't even be on there. I want this juror removed, da-da-da-da-da. But he did not know, nor did anybody in Judge Hunter's camp knew that this was a relationship between Scott Croswell and the jury forewoman, the person that's specifically selected to kind of control the jury process when they're in sequester.
All right.
But anyway, that's what we're dealing with.
Okay, so she can get this new integrity department she has to look into that case, because that seems like what they're supposed to be looking into.
Absolutely.
So now that you brought that up, now I'm going to have to ask her about that, because I didn't realize that. The integrity department she's got now should look into that, how, they didn't let them know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because, she didn't get a fair trial based on that. Right there, that's the first step in all of this process.
All right.
And the court has that now, and they have to make a decision to send it back, which is what they should do, and then kind of say, hey, I'm going to drop this.
Okay. She can't drop it until they send it back. Is that what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she can drop it at any point.
Okay, she can drop it at any point. All right. Yeah. Cecil, I got to run. I got guests in the studio. I appreciate your call.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's take a break, and then we'll come back. 12:30, The Buzz.
Cincinnati. Want to stay plugged in with 1230 The Buzz and get the inside scoop sent to your phone? From exclusive contests and cash giveaways to breaking news and can't miss events, we're keeping you connected all day long. Join the 1230 The Buzz text club right now by texting BUZZ to 23845. Get instant updates on local news, community events, special guests, hot topics, and chances to win prizes before anyone else. If it's happening in the city, you'll hear it from The Buzz first. Cash, contests, conversations, and community, all in the palm of your hand. Text BUZZ to 23845 and stay connected with the station bringing you real talk and real voices every single day. 1230 The Buzz, your talk station.
Join a community of lifelong learners to meet new friends and learn new things. OLLI invites adults age 50 and better to experience no-stress classes in health and wellness, history, current events, and more. No tests, no grades, just the joy of learning. Classes are in person and online. Plus, it's affordable and scholarships are available. Find out more by searching OLLI Cincinnati on the web or calling 513-556-9186. See you in class.
Two jazz masters, one unforgettable concert. Grammy Award winners Branford Marsalis and Diane Reeves celebrate the enduring legacy and music of jazz legend John Coltrane. One night only, September 10th at the Aronoff Center. Branford Marsalis and Diane Reeves celebrating the legendary John Coltrane. One night only, September 10th at the Aronoff. Tickets at CincinnatiArts.org and 513-621-ARTS.
When your life is uncertain, you need a certain kind of help. That's why so many Ohioans trust CareSource. We give you dependable Medicaid benefits, but we also give you the resources and rewards you need to live a better life. That means surrounding you with extra support to find a steady job, a safe home, and a dependable ride. Does your Medicaid plan do that? It's your Medicaid. It's your choice. So choose CareSource. Trusted. Learn more at caresource.com.
This is Dr. Taylor Porter with Idea Public Schools. School is in session and you can still enroll with us. Give your child a tuition-free college prep education with dedicated teachers, free transportation, nutritious meals, and a caring school community committed to your family's success. Seats are filling quickly, so don't wait. Apply today. Complete your registration. It's not too late. Your child's future starts today at Idea Public Schools, where we are crew, not passengers.
Spots are filling fast. Don't miss your chance to enroll today. Call IDEA now at 513-991-7445 to speak with the team and secure your student seat. That's 513-991-7445. Or for quick, easy access, apply online anytime at ideapublicschools.org. That's ideapublicschools.org. A brighter future starts here. Apply today before seats are gone.
Network for Hope is hosting our Live Healthy and Move Health Fair August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in Forest Park. It's free, fun, and open to everyone. We're providing free school supplies on a first-come, first-served basis to those in need. With health resources, food trucks, dancing, and Ohio's largest ninja obstacle course, this event is fun for the whole family. So join us August 22nd at Central Park in Forest Park. Remember, it's completely free. Learn more at networkforhope.org.
You have responsibilities, rent, food, utilities. The list goes on. What if there was a career that offered stability, great pay, and a future? Metro operators earn $56,000 year one and up to $65,000 year two, plus great benefits, paid training, and a $2,000 hiring bonus. Apply at go-metro.com/drive and move up to Metro.
You have an opinion. You've got something to say.
And that's the reason why we're here today.
1230 AM The Buzz, your talk station.
1230 WDBZ, The Buzz of Cincinnati, your talk station. Lincoln Ware with you. And now the new CEO of SOAC, Venetia Finch, is leading the charge now. Dr. Venetia Finch. Yes. How about that? Yes. Okay. Yeah, that mic right there. Move into that one. Yeah, you can just move in. Okay, tell us a little bit about your new job as CEO, taking over for Sandra Jones, who's been there since the beginning.
Yes.
That's got to be tough to do.
It is. It's hard shoes to fill, but she's been grooming me for this position all my life because not only is she the founder, my boss, old boss now, she's my aunt. Yeah. So as long as I was able to comprehend, I knew SOAC. So I stepped into the business with ease, really. But like you said, it's some tough shoes to fill because folks still be like, well, where's Sandra? And I'm like, well, she's not around.
Now, people think SOAC is just for people in Avondale, just because it's for all seniors everywhere.
Yes. So we serve seniors in Hamilton and Butler County. As long as you are 55 years and up and you live in one of those counties, you can participate in SOAC and get our services. It's not for just Avondale residents. I don't know where that stigma came from.
I don't know. And people think it's just for Avondale. I guess since Sandra is the president of the Avondale Community Council, and they just think it's Avondale since it started right there, and they had their first anniversary right there in Avondale. Everybody thinks it's only for Avondale folks, but that's not true.
No, it's not true. Our space is in Avondale, so we are located at the Avondale Business Center. That's where we do all of the programming and activities that's in-house.
Yes.
But like I said, it's for any resident in Hamilton or Butler County. There's no income requirement. There's no insurance requirement. Just show up. We'll even pick you up and bring you to where we are.
Okay. And you help people find housing?
Yes.
And what are some of the other things that you do?
So we do have our affordable housing concept. We do programs and activities. So we have sewing class. We have line dance. And I heard you a good line dancer, by the way, Lincoln. I heard you could cut a rug or two.
I only know like one or two line dances. I don't know where you heard that from.
I only know two, so we in the same boat. But we have the line dance and we have poetry night. Our poetry nights are phenomenal because it's a support group.
Yeah.
So it's a space for our seniors to be vulnerable, and everybody that walks in one way, leave a different way.
Yeah.
It's like a self-care, just pouring into yourself. We don't call it therapy because we know a lot of folk put a stigma on therapy, but like I said, it's a support group for you to channel your emotions and blow some steam. So we do a lot of things. We go on trips every year. We just went to New York City for 6 days.
Oh, boy.
And my seniors, I took the seniors and the kids.
I know that was...
Man, my seniors gave me a run for my money. I thought it was going to be the kids, baby, when I tell you. I said, I wasn't ready for y'all. And I take my seniors, but this was the first time that we took this large group. Yeah. We took 86 people, including myself. So I was here, I was there, but I was there a lot.
How many times did you stop along the way?
Oh, child. I said, you don't want to use the bathroom in the back? No. But it was a smooth ride. Like I said, it was a smooth ride. We had a layover in Pennsylvania. So the bus ride wasn't bad.
Yes.
It was when we got to the locations that it got a little buck wild. But it was okay.
When you're dealing with seniors and young kids, that could be real challenging.
Yeah, but the kids, like I said, they were mannered.
Yeah.
They were well behaved.
Well, that's good.
You didn't even know the kids were there. It was the seniors that was on the furniture and car parties and all of that. But that's another story. We're just going to let them live their life. It's okay.
But that's great. You take them on trips every year and they get to see things. They never would have been able to see New York, you know. And I bet you they saw some things they never would have seen.
They had a ball. Yeah. You know my folks had to go down Canal Street. Let's take us to Canal.
Yes.
But we just wanted to make sure that we had a good time. We always have a nice stay. We always go to the nicest restaurants that we can find for that large of a group.
Yes.
But like I said, the trips are laid out. I really take my time with planning the trips out to accommodate everybody.
All right. And you have seminars and things help seniors guard against scams and all kind of things. You do so many things for seniors.
Yeah. So we just had a lunch and learn with the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office, just talking about elder abuse, scams, things to prevent. A lot of our seniors is on that romance scam right now. They, finding them, getting them sweet nothings on the late night side looking for love.
Everybody's looking for love.
They sending their money paying about $30 a minute to somebody they don't even know. So we just want to make sure we continue to provide that wraparound service because scam is through the roof right now.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, boy, something else. Somebody has a question for you. Mr. Hopkins, you have a question?
Yes, Mr. Ware, how you doing today? Thank you very much for taking my call. For the lady that's here representing SOAC, I want to make sure she knows that we at A Few Good Men at 1010 appreciate their presence, appreciate their knowledge, appreciate everything they do for the community, and we just want to say thank you very much. You all do come over to 1010 Chapel every once in a while and do the breakfast thing with us, and we appreciate that.
Yes. And I thank you all for just providing that space because at first my group thought it was a bunch of men. So my lady said, hey, why we can't get in over there on the men? So, and we're trying to send a lot of men over there, but it's a nice space for my lady, and the croquettes are the bomb. We appreciate you all, Dr. Dillard, and all of you guys over there just for providing that space and allowing us to come in and, be some company. I really do appreciate you all.
All right. We appreciate you, too.
Hey, Mr. Hopkins, thanks for your call. And so how can people contact SOAC?
So they can call our office, 513-861-2790. They can visit our website, so-act.org. We on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram. We try to eliminate as many barriers as possible. And we have flyers posted everywhere in almost all of these senior buildings. So even if they want the information there, just give us a call and make sure they get it on a monthly basis.
Okay, give that phone number. You got to give it slow. We're talking seniors.
You're right.
We're talking about seniors now.
So area code 513-861-2790.
One more time.
513. We're going to leave that out. 861-2790.
All right. That's 513-861-2791.
Zero.
Oh,
there
zero. See, I got it wrong.
See?
I got it wrong. All right. But call that number, folks, and they'll help you out. They'll even give you information on the anniversary party on the 29th.
Yes.
They'll tell you about that also. So I tell you what, I did their first anniversary back in the 90s. I think it was somewhere back in the 90s, and I've heard about SOAC ever since. So Sandra Jones has done a great job with you guys bringing that up, and now she's turning the reins over to you.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Yes,
and I'm
yes.
excited about just taking the business to the next level, reaching more seniors, and just being of service for the most part.
Now, do you still have an office in the that apartment?
At the President Building? No, we
no,
don't.
not the President, but the other one.
Business Center?
In Dukeway's.
Yes, at the Victory Vista. So
Vista.
we are the service coordinators over there. We're not going anywhere.
Okay.
So we provide the wraparound services for the seniors over there as well. Like you said, that's affordable housing. So we try to, again, provide a services, eliminate as many barriers as possible, and meeting the folks where they are, and we're in house for them. So.
Okay, that's good. That's good. And those people were able to. You had a big part in them being able to stay there.
Yes, I did, and a lot of folks gave me the hardest time. But you know what? I never left them.
Yeah.
I knew about the issues before it hit public, and we tried our hardest to get ahead of it. We called everybody to get ahead of the game.
Well, they was getting ready to get put out.
They weren't, though. They were not.
Okay.
And that's the thing. They were not.
Well, they say they got the eviction notices and everything. And
Lincoln, folks ain't getting no eviction notice. Lincoln, not while I was there, they did. And I ain't been gone nowhere.
Yeah.
But like I said, we tried to get as many people involved before it went public.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it came out the way that it did because it left a bad taste in a lot of folks' mouth. But I was there. Chin was there. Miss Sandra was there. We never left. We stayed hands-on throughout the entire experience. And we're just glad that it turned out positive.
Yes.
Because I thought I was going to have them buy back my car for a minute. I was like, okay, now.
Hey, Venetia, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
The new CEO of SOAC. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for me. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10 on 1230, The Buzz. All right. Woo! I've known Sandra Jones for decades, and her niece favors her, wishing her good luck in her new role as CEO of SOAC. Okay, Vernon Jordan. All right. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. I saw the Steelers on TV the other day. Looked like the defense might be pretty good. I don't know about that offense, but the defense might hold up. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Okay. I hate when the boss comes in and say they want to see you after the show. You too, or just me? Okay. Just you. So it probably don't have anything to do with the show. Okay.
I'm just not invited to those high-level meetings, Mr. Ware. You got to be above a certain pay grade to see the boss here.
I always hate it when they come back and say, I need to see him. Yeah. Lincoln Ware helped those miserable seniors out to go see Usher. Oh, boy. You're going to be a senior one of these days, twin. And you're going to be more miserable than the ones that you're talking about. You're already more miserable than they are. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy. That was a horrible picture of Kelly Prather. Oh, you saw that, huh? Jeez. Yeah, that was a horrible picture. I'm not saying anything. You can't say anything good. Don't say anything at all.
I'll say this. I didn't recognize her when I saw the photo.
I know.
I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, I wish Tim Heidel would just go away. Right. Twin might not ever be able to become a senior. Lincoln is Terrence wearing his bonnet today. Jeez.
Yes, I am.
Boy. Oh, boy.
I'm going to wear it to the grocery store, too.
All right, folks. I got to get out of here. I guess I got to go see. Normally, it's never good when they want you to see you after the show. If it's something good, they hang around till you get off. But when they say come back there, it's never good. So
it's the Green Mile.
We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to walk the Green Mile. All right, folks. I'm out of here. Bye, ya. Oh, I got to wait till you.